I know there's so few of us. It's weird, isn't it? Okay. Who was that? Uh-oh. I got stuff flying around. Oh, you turn off the sound over there, Sarah.
I'm working on it.
Turn it off down here on the whole computer down there, too. Oh, we're scrambling, you guys. On the whole computer down there, too. Okay. We've got several things going over here. I wish you guys could see the setup because we tried so hard to get new, better visual. It's blurry on that end. Well, okay, so we are back on the same laptop as what we've been using for the last several weeks. Well, first of all, hi guys. There's Rebekah. I've been so distracted with this technology stuff here for the last hour that I'm still in technology mode. I need to switch to let's chit chat mode. So
you're more clear here than here, I think.
Okay, it looks.
I think it just depends on what you're using. Because this is bad, but that's kind of half and half.
Okay, so here's our status. I'm going to give you guys the story here. We are still on the same laptop that we've been using for weeks now. So, but we bought a new computer, and it was just a little thing from Walmart, and I thought, well, it's new, so it's going to be better, right? The pictures, Shawn's shaking his head over here. No. The picture's going to be more clear, and, it's going to be great, guys. And so we tried it out. I actually went to, I know many of you probably know, I coordinate a local ladies group for Homestead ladies. And we have our own little private Facebook page where we organize our monthly meetings and things like that. And I went over there and I'm trying to go live. I'm like, ladies, you have to be my guinea pigs because I really want to make this work. And it was awful. So the new computer, I don't even know if the visual was any better.
It was worse, yeah.
But the audio was noticeably worse. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner is running in the back. And our best guess is that that's like the fan on the laptop. It's so loud. So the new computer, Sarah's over here on the new computer right now. She's just getting used to it. There she is. And so anyway, new computer is not happening. So then we thought, well, let's try Mama's cell phone. If you don't know, my cell phone, the company gave it to us for free because we had the little flip. It didn't have a camera. It didn't text. It didn't do anything. We had the old-timey phones. And I was happy with it. And that's what Shawn had too. But finally, they let us know, your phones are so old that they're not going to work anymore. So we're going to send you new phones that are free. And that's what I have is that free phone that they sent me. And I can text with it. And it does have a camera, but it's nothing fancy. It's not an iPhone. It's not fancy. And I was trying to figure out how to use it. And the visual was better. The picture's a lot better because I tested it out on my local Homestead ladies also. So it gets 2 thumbs up. However, I had already scheduled the live stream on this old laptop, and I could not figure out how to then go live using my cell phone. So we plan to do a live stream next Sunday.
Try to use the phone from the beginning.
So next Sunday, oh, everybody, hopefully it'll work. Next Sunday, I will try to set up the live stream on my cell phone. And then theoretically, I should be able to press go live on my cell phone. And theoretically, it should be a nice, clear, beautiful picture. And I will be up to date with my technology. And, feel fancy. So that's where we're at. So let's get through another live stream with a little bit of a grainy picture, but we have survived it for weeks now. So I think we can do it one more week.
We're going to have to figure out how to go back if there's any questions or something.
Yeah, I'll go back up. The chat has been going while I've been rambling on here. So I'm going to scroll back up. And again, this laptop has a busted mouse pad. So if I touch the mouse pad down here, it's going to go crazy. So I'm trying to just use the arrow keys to go up and down the chat here. Everything's rigged up, but we'll get through it. We'll make it work. So, Buff Swanson says, I also want to say that your children are so compassionate and respectful. Thank you. I'll get into here in just a minute about why we're missing people. It's weird, guys. This house is weird because we're strange. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Sammy Jane. Sammy Jane is needing prayer. She's in the ER. So be lifting Sammy Jane up. Candy, good to see you, Candy. She says, hi, sweet family. And Charla, oh, so many names I recognize here. Okay, video and audio are fine. Thank you. That's reassuring to me. Hi, Jean. Oh, I love seeing you guys here. Dolores is driving around Seattle today. We live different lives, Dolores, but we love you. We're glad you're here. Andrea says, I don't know how I found your channel, but I pray we can get more channels like yours. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found us. Oh, Abigail's sneaking up on us. Okay, well, let's see. Who are we missing? So you've seen Sarah. You got a little glimpse of Rebekah over here. She's trying to fall asleep. He said, we probably need to change her diaper before she conks out. Will you go change her real quick?
Yeah.
She's about to fall asleep. Okay, so Sarah's here. Rebekah's here, Abigail's here, and David, you want to peek up here, David? David is building some wooden cars over here. There's David. Okay, so we are missing Samuel, who is my tech guy. So we're really in a pinch without Samuel here. He's my oldest. He's our 18-year-old.
And let's go ahead and admit, we can't put any videos up.
No.
While Sam's gone.
Well, Sam's gone. There won't be a new
we
video.
Don't know how. He's the only one that knows how to put them on YouTube. So when Sam's gone,
he won't be gone awful long.
Yeah,
but yeah,
while he's gone, no one else knows how to get the videos from the camera onto YouTube.
Yeah, I can film things. I'll film things while Sam is gone, but nothing's going to go up on YouTube till he gets back. So Andrew is also gone. He's my 14-year-old. He's the Mr. Fix-It guy around here that built the goat stanchion. There's a video on that. And then Anna is gone. She's the one that's about to turn 10. Tuesday is her birthday. So she's really excited to be gone because you see, they are at Grandma and Pawpaw's house. And they are having a good time. Grandma has a pool and there are cousins there to play with. And Grandma always plans super fun things to do while they're there. They do this every summer. They call it Grandma Camp. And instead of sending all of my children with her at one time, we split them up into shifts. So Rebekah doesn't go yet. She's still too little, but 3 go now and 3 will go later. And they'll all have a good fun time. She takes them to the movies. They go bowling. They go to Rural King and get free popcorn.
Wow.
They have a good time at Grandma Camp. So that's where they're at. And Anna's excited because when she wakes up Tuesday morning, she's going to be at Grandma's house on her birthday. So she thinks that's big, good fun. So that's where everybody's at. No more suspense. We haven't lost them or gotten rid of them. They are going to come back. So what we're doing now is we are playing catch up because this Homestead thing, we run a tight ship around here. And when someone's gone, someone else has to pick up on their duties. So animal chores, helping with meals, helping with cleanup, all that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of our behind the scenes people are gone.
Yep. So let's see. Drifted Dreams says, hey, beautiful people, love your channel. I love that you love us. Brenda, I'm sorry if it's blurry. We are trying to improve here. It's this laptop. I'm trying the phone next week. So hopefully the blurry issue will be resolved next week, we hope. Yeah, new is not better. You need to check the specs. Yeah, we're not techie people. So I think what we're going to do, there is a local mom and pop computer store where people own the business and sell things. I think we're just going to go to them and say, we have a YouTube channel. We do live streams. We need something good. And surely being local people, they can get us what we need. That would work. So Vicky says, I thought I was going to have to walk there to say hi. Well, that would be awesome. Oh, throw it out the window. Well, that is tempting. That is for sure. Hey, Karen. Glad you're here. Sue is here. Hi, Sue from Northwest Ohio, taking time out from shampooing carpets to watch your live. Well, this is going to be much more fun than shampooing carpets, but you can multitask. Well, hi, Carol. Good to see you here too. Humid there in Alabama. We got rain this morning. It's been so humid. We had our family reunion yesterday, and it was so humid outside, but it rained this morning and the humidity went down. When we went out to milk Daisy the cow, it was pleasant outside this morning. So normally we have a fan hooked up to a solar generator down in the cow shed, and we turn that fan on to give Daisy some relief from the flies and to give us some relief from the heat and humidity. So this morning we didn't even have to run the fan. It was nice. Okay. Deborah says, I'm working, but stop to say hi. Hi, Deborah. And she's in Ohio, but works across the river in West Virginia. Oh, and Sarah, it bumped up on me. I don't like it when it does that. Oh, I did see to give us a thumbs up, and I always forget to do that. So yeah, if you could give us a thumbs up, that helps us. Let's see, I'm getting back to where I was.
And again, back in saying Ohio, because our analytics show that we have a very high percentage of
You
our
people in Ohio are good people.
Yeah,
they love us.
It always shows Ohio as one of the very top places that we get viewers.
And we love that you love us, all you Ohio people there. Hello from rain showers in North Arkansas. Vera, I'm loving that. We've probably got the same rain showers that you did, I'm betting. Okay, Carol wants to know what time we start on Sunday. We're trying for 2:00, and that seems to be a good sweet spot for most of our people here. We do have quite a few viewers over in England, and so they're 6 hours ahead of us. So that makes it 8 p.m. for them. When we're live here, we're Central Time Zone here in Missouri. So we're sticking with 2 p.m. for now, unless something happens. Let's see. Deborah had rainstorms there too. Candy, we recognize Candy's name there, and she's in Ohio. She's one of our faithful viewers too. Jean says, you go, Janice. Woohoo! Oh, Millie, I hope you and the family are having a great Sunday. I so look forward to your live stream. Millie is in Virginia. That makes me happy, Millie. It does. I look forward to these too. Jules wants to know if everything's good with the new freezer. That's a Shawn thing.
I'm still doing the wake up in the middle of the night and get up and check it. And I'll have to continue that. It hasn't went back out. And I know a lot of people commented and said, you're not supposed to run a big long extension cord. Well, I'm just in a jam because it's way out, it's out there where the summer kitchen's at, and there's no electricity out there yet. But a buddy of mine who's an electrician, he's been out here. He took the measurements, so he's going to start getting all the wires, and he figured out where he's going to connect it into the house and bury a line out there. And so as soon as we can, we're going to get actual electricity out there so that we're not running that extension cord. But
and again, I did not plan on getting the cow as quickly as we got it. I thought I'd have, usually it's like a 4-month wait that I have to get on the list before she has one available. And it was available. It was already at the butcher.
Yeah. So we had to scramble.
Yeah. So I had less than a week, I'm thinking, from calling to getting it. So yeah. Let's see. Karen says lots of rain here in Connecticut and flood warnings there too. Well, we do not have that issue, Karen. I guess there can be too much of a good thing. Christina, hi Christina. I don't think my first message posted. I don't remember seeing your name up there. Just wanted to say thank you for inspiring me to be wiser with my time and resources. Jesus shines through you. Christina, thank you. That's very, very sweet. Thank you. So, let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're good, Sarah. Yep, Sammy Jane, You are in prayer. In prayers for you, girl. Deborah, I'll watch the replay when I get home this evening. Sure thing, Deborah. We'll miss you, though, here. Kathy says hello from stormy North Carolina. God bless you all. Hi, Leanne. What's this? Okay, then you can go ahead and do you know how to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah's taking care of technical stuff on the side with Sam not being here. So, yeah, Leanne is one of our local ladies, and she was helping me figure out this technology stuff. So, yeah, Leanne, we ended up on the computer, on the old laptop like usual, but hopefully next week. We have bigger, better plans for next week. So, let's see. Roots and Arrows Homestead. If you haven't checked out Roots and Arrows Homestead, you need to go and you need to subscribe. She's one of my new friends over in England. And I love Miss Tori, and we want her channel to grow too. Sweet, sweet lady. So, but Tori says, hey, Miss Janice, happy to be here. Your lives always make me smile. It's like hanging out with a friend. Well, you are my friend, Tori. We're just long distance. So, okay, Brown-Eyed Girl wants to know, I know your dog is tied up outside. Is it something to do with eating the chicken's eggs? It doesn't look like the dog has access to shade or water, does she? Well, that is Pepper. And Pepper, he's a little boy. He's a little boy blue heeler mix. And the deal with Pepper is he's small enough right now to fit in the chicken coop and go in and eat the eggs. So during the daytime, when the chickens are out and the coops are open, we do keep Pepper tied up over near where the outhouse is. But he does have a shelter. It's made out of pallets.
No, he's got a pallet shelter. He also has a dog house.
Oh, and the dog house?
He's got his tree.
Yeah.
He's got food and water over there.
Yeah.
And sometimes, when the dog's in the puppy stage, we have to kind of go through this for a little while till they mature. But, eventually, especially as they get bigger and they mature, then they can be trusted to be out and roam around with the other dogs. So just for an example, we have Great Pyrenees that we had to have on a line, training it and get calm and now she was recently released from that line. Now she can roam with the other animals because she's gotten out of that immature stage. She knows what to do now, and sometimes you have to do that with livestock dogs. Somebody can't expect them as a puppy to know exactly what they're supposed to do or not do. So you might have to put them, on a line temporarily as they're getting older and maturing, and they learn, and then they're with the other dogs. And we have our oldest dog. She's really good at also kind of training and disciplining the other dog. She's a blue heeler, and if she sees one of the dogs doing something they're not supposed to, she gets onto them. So they learn, and then it doesn't take that long, and then the dogs know the system and.
Well, I do want to say too, Pepper is let off that line every evening. When the chickens get locked up at night, Pepper gets let loose. So he has free range around everything here in the evenings. We just have to keep him separate from the chickens for right now. Now, the plan with Pepper, okay, so Lady is our old blue heeler. She was dumped here on our gravel road in 2011, I believe. We believe she was born in the fall of 2010. So she's almost 13 years old. And we know we don't have, a whole bunch of years left with her, but she has been such an asset to our homestead. She is a great herding animal. Yeah. She's a working dog here on our homestead. And we would like for her to have time with Pepper to train him up for when one of these days comes and Lady's not with us anymore. So that's why we have Pepper to be trained up by Lady. So, Pepper's a happy guy. He's just a puppy. Yeah. So Lisa says hello to everyone. Okay, Brother W. Hi, folks. Love you all. We love you too. So appreciate your efforts and thanks so much for sharing your lives. Thank you for saying that. I do appreciate it. Hi from Texas. Texas again. Way to go, Texas. And Illinois. Yep, this is where I had seen Candy. Says, give them a thumbs up, everyone. Those thumbs up, they do help. They help with that YouTube algorithm. Again, technology stuff. I don't know how it works, but they say it does. So thanks, Candy. Okay, Bev says hi to Sarah. I was adventurous and made strawberry jam using your techniques. Thank you. Children love the spread on toast. Look at you. She's grinning over there. That makes her happy. So, oh, sweet dreams, Rebekah. So is she out?
Yeah.
Is she in her bed?
She pretty much fell asleep while I was changing her.
Okay. She fell asleep while she was getting her diaper changed. So Rebekah's taking her nap. We had a super fun day yesterday at the family reunion. Actually, quite a few people there as the family everybody's gotten older. People have their own lives. It's a little harder to get everybody to congregate together. But we had a good group yesterday. It was at my family owns it's a lake that people pay. They buy memberships to go fishing there. So that's where we always have our family reunions. That's what the picture that I put up for the live stream, that was taken yesterday at the family lake. And we didn't get home. It was midnight by the time we rolled in through our gate here. And by the time we unloaded the van, because we took a bunch of food, by the time we unloaded the van, and again, we're 3 people short on all these jobs, took care of all the animals, got little girl in bed and all that stuff. It was about 2 a.m. when I finally laid down. So everybody's a little off kilter between the family being short 3 people and our late night out partying with family there. I homeschooled my child and I feel so comfortable here. You are among friends, that is for sure. Jenny says, hello from Sandy, Oregon. Sorry I missed last week, and of course, coming in late again. Oh, Jenny, I feel like I'm always late to everything. So no stones from me here. It's okay. Oh, Jean says that's so precious about Grandma Camp. They look forward to it every year. Yep, Grandma Camp, it is wonderful. Adopt Brother W. He can do some chores. We'll put him to work over here. Victoria says, hi from Oklahoma. We have 5 kids. We homeschool and love country living. I just found your channel and I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, we have a lot in common then, Victoria.
So
Now,
if she's new, if you didn't know, I
yeah.
was born and raised in Oklahoma. So I'm an Oklahoma boy.
When we first met, he had such a accent, such a Oklahoma accent. He's lost a lot of it, but yeah, there were some things I couldn't even understand what he was saying because he said it so different.
Yeah, and I had a job where I talked on the radio quite a bit, and people would comment, try to learn what I was saying. And
yeah.
Like that. Who is that new guy?
You ain't from around here, are you? Charlotte says, that's what grandmas do, spoil and send them home. Well, they enjoy the spoiling, that is for sure. Okay, and it went down on me again. Let me find my spot. I was at Charlotte there. Go back up, Charlotte. Oh, I see Lana on here too. I see names. Oh, I saw Charlotte, but that was a Christian. See, it's this old computer. I need something.
There.
I'm there. I'm back in the right spot. All right. There was Charlotte's. Carol. Hi, Carol. I just love your family and videos. Sam needs to train someone to edit so you don't have to stop videos. And she says, hi, Shawn.
Hi back.
I'm trying to learn. I do sit there with Sam when he's doing this, and I try to observe and learn. But this is not my specialty. He just knows how to do it, and I don't know how he knows how to do it because
He didn't get it from us.
His teacher didn't teach him. And yeah, I don't know, but he just gets it. So I'm picking up little things here and there, but I am not at a stage where I could, put something out that you guys could watch. So can I have good family? Oh, I hope you have good family. Hi, Christina's here. Did you see Christina, Sarah? Hi, Christina.
I was going to tell you, but you guys weren't paying attention.
We weren't paying attention. Hiya, family. Love you. We love you, Christina. I'm glad you're here. 75 here in Juneau, Alaska, David says. Not you, David. David looked over at me. This David on here. Hi, Karen. Let's see. Victoria says it was gorgeous down here in Oklahoma this morning too. So cool and breezy for July. Yeah, we just kept commenting on it because it was very out of the norm. Let's see. Prepared for life's challenges says, I'm excited to catch you all doing it live. I'm Robin from Southern New Jersey and love watching your channel. Hi, Robin. I'm glad you're here. Oh, and I see Half Homestead too. You guys need to check out Half Homestead. Hey, my favorite family. Hugs from Hannah in South Wales, UK. That is awesome. Are you from Ohio? No, we're not. But on last week's live stream, Shawn had gone over YouTube gives us, it's called analytics, where they tell you what countries your viewers are from and what states. And he found that Ohio.
So real quick, one of the things that was interesting, 26% of our viewers are not in the United States. And which we hadn't anticipated originally, and then as far as in the United States, it shows us what of the 50 states, what states we have the most views from, and in Ohio is consistently like in the top 4, and I don't know why, but we have this big following in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Candy says, we love you too. Okay, Charlotte had a question here. I've always wondered what the likes do for the channel. Again, I don't know all the techie reasons. I know that the more likes you have on it,
my understanding is the more it's recommended to other viewers.
They put it out there, like on your little recommended to watch things. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my understanding. It just increases the likelihood that it will show up on the side when you're watching YouTube for other people.
And that's what I'm told. That's why I asked you guys to like the videos and comment on them, because my understanding is that's what makes YouTube go, let's put this out to other people too. So, and then of course subscribing, that helps too, because that comes up, then our new videos come up in your feed. But I just do what they tell me is good to do. Okay, with the peach tree and strawberries and raspberries, do you make homemade ice cream? The kids just recently made homemade ice cream for the first time in years. And was it on the community page, Sarah?
I think so.
Okay, I put a picture up on the community page. I have this beautiful, large family, expensive ice cream maker that I've had for years. And the kids pulled it out and plugged it in, and that motor made a screeching noise. It sounded like the most awful thing that had ever happened to a cat in history.
It was terrible.
It was terrible, she says. So we quickly unplugged it. I said, we're not doing that. And then Andrew tried to go get a cordless drill. And he thought, I'll just hook the drill up to it, and that would make the paddle spin inside. And then the drill wouldn't work. So we decided there was some sort of, something happened to kill.
We just had a big lightning storm, so I didn't know if that had anything
to do with it. The
lightning
killed all the things. I don't know. It was just coincidence, I guess. So then he got a little manual hand crank drill.
You
tell.
So that manual hand crank drill came from my great grandfather. So Andrew and the kids are using their great grandfather's hand drill,
and it makes ice cream. I'm sure he didn't use it to make ice cream.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
It works for ice cream.
It works.
I'm sure he's glad to know that it's still being used.
So they made strawberry ice cream with that, and you were wanting to make some today again, weren't you, Sarah?
I filled up enough cream to make some more.
She's saving cream. She's hoarding the cream so she can make ice cream. And then with Anna's birthday coming up Tuesday, she wants mint chocolate chip ice cream. So Tuesday, there will be ice cream too. So, but again, it's all going to be by hand, but it works. So, okay. Kathy says, hey there, love y'all. I'm in Illinois. Frenchie's from Denmark. Let's see. I just joined the live. How are you? Hope you're well. Lena, hi everyone. Sending hugs, love, and prayers to you. Keeping you in our prayers, Lena. Okay, I don't know if it's Lena or Lana. So every time I tell the family, oh, Lana commented, and then I give them an update because I want to cover both my bases there and I get it right one or the other. So, but we love you and we want you to be well. Karen says, I'm from Nebraska, not too far away. Love your channel. Thank you, Karen. Okay, Roots and Arrows Homestead. Yes, here in Bedfordshire, UK. That just sounds so neat. 8 p.m. is the perfect time. Good. That makes me feel better. The babies went to bed. She has twins. I think they just turned 2. She has 2 older children also, but she has twin little babies too. So she does have a lot going on. I studied for my classes for about an hour. Now I'm eating supper and hanging out with y'all. That sounds awesome, Tori. Karen can't wait to see the summer kitchen. I was thinking we need to do a tour of it, but here's the deal. So there's a second story on the summer kitchen that is supposed to be bedrooms for future use. There's no deck. There's no stairs. So there's just a ladder. I have never been up on the second story because I don't do heights. And my thinking is, okay, I'm 5 foot tall. I'm 5 foot nothing. And my thought is God made me this low to the ground for a reason. He did not intend for me to be up high. So I don't push it. But if I have to do a tour of the summer kitchen for you guys, that means I have to climb up a ladder.
Or wait till the deck's built.
Yeah, that'll be neat because once that deck is ever built, it's going to be neat. I guess you need to record going up there for the first time so we can see your reaction because you don't know how it's designed. I don't even.
I've seen it on paper.
Yeah, but I don't even want to elaborate any further on what it looks like in there because I don't want it to be a surprise what it looks like up there.
So there will be one at some point. Either I will be brave and climb up the ladder, and then we'll have the next video will be the fire department coming to help me get down. That would make a good video. So, or the video will be postponed until there's actual stairs for the mama to climb up. So CJ says, I vote we all pitch in and get y'all a better camera for the lives. I'm hoping next week, maybe my phone will work. I'm going to try that first. And if I can't get they sent me for free phone to work, we'll go for a plan C at that point and see what we need to do. So let's see. Oh, Jean says, Shawn, you do what you have to do with that freezer. You have the situation under control. Yep, he's keeping on top of it there. David says, now I'm hungry for ice cream. Oh, let's see. I think you're using your monthly food budget on getting the electricity put in the summer kitchen is a great idea. That's what Karen says. So happy. God bless you with those extra gift funds. You guys, I'm telling you, it's to get that quantity. I mean, anything is a blessing, but it was a lot. And it's very humbling to go, oh man. I mean, this is people's money that they're sending to my family, and things that they could be using for themselves. So it's wild, it's humbling, it's overwhelming. It's just, I mean, it's a huge blessing. And I mean, I know all the blessings, they do come from God, and I'm very, very grateful. So yeah, I just want to be wise. I don't want to make a foolish decision. It's really important for me to be a good steward of the blessings that we're given. And, I just want to make sure we do that. So, oh, Josephina, you're sweet. You are such an inspiration. I'm learning so much from you. Thank you. That's super sweet. Hi, Vicki. Oh, Jean says, CJ, I second that, you guys. Hi from Rhode Island. And hello from around the corner, Williamsville, Missouri. Hey, Meredith. Good to see you here. I keep saying at some point, I don't know when, this is just, Janice comes up with ideas and I write them down on paper, or I put them away in my brain and let them bounce around a little bit to get the details figured out. One of these days, I would love to rent a pavilion at the lake and have an Ozark family homestead picnic. Anybody that's local enough to make it to the Ozarks here in Missouri, around the Poplar Bluff area.
And there's a lot of parks in this part of the state that we could pick from, both state and federal.
Yeah, I would enjoy that a whole bunch. So CJ's in West Texas. Let's see. I wonder if Starlink from Elon Musk would give you faster internet speed. I don't know.
I don't even know what that is.
We've got it through our landline phone.
Yeah, this just goes to the phone line.
And that's what we've had for the 13 years we've lived here.
That's one of the, we love living out in the middle of nowhere, but the trade-off is when it comes to things like getting high-speed internet, things like that, you don't have that.
Yeah.
It's not like when you live in town, you can just hook into all these things.
Yeah.
And that's something, even our phone line. Yeah, we have a phone, but with internet speed and things like that, they've explained to us how the line goes so far just to get to us that it weakens it.
And on Friday and Saturday evenings, okay, if we try to hook up to the TV to watch something on YouTube, because we don't have TV channels, but if we tried to watch a video on YouTube Friday and Saturday evenings, you can tell that the other people on the line are doing the same thing because it is noticeably slower.
There's almost no energy or
it's like
left. By the time it gets to us, it's gone. It's been drained because so many people trying to go off that. I don't know how many miles of line just to try to get out of here.
I just said, thank you for answering my question. That was about Pepper. You're welcome. Pepper is in puppy time out. Yeah, just till he gets a little bigger. Hello from North Carolina. Yeah, Roots and Arrows Homestead. Tori is in England, but originally from South Carolina. So, yeah, I really like her take on her videos there as a American living over there. I think it's neat. She's got a good thing going there. You guys need to check her out. Let's see. Terry says, hello, nice, sweet family. Thank you. Mary says, glad your freezer worked out. I am too. That was a little nerve-wracking there for a bit. Suzanne says, I love all your videos. I've learned so much from you. I just made sugar-free strawberry freezer jam. Ooh, I like that sugar-free part. That would be good for the mama. Nancy says, hello from St. Louis. Love that you're here, Nancy. Mary says, hello from Maine. You guys, I love seeing you all here. Let me go back up. It jumped back on me here. Oh, I'm seeing My Wild Home in there as I'm scrolling back up. Oh, my. There's a lot of chit-chatting in there. I love all the chit-chatting. Now, there's Nancy from St. Louis. Okay, I'm back. Hello from New York City. Julia, that's awesome. Love and look forward to all your videos. I think it's so cool that we've got people in such different places. So, I don't know. That's a little overwhelming, too, to think there's so many from different places. Let's see, moving back to Portugal for a year soon. So for now, hello from North Carolina. Well, that'll be a neat adventure. Your vlogs have become my favorite, Sandra says. Thank you, Sandra. Let's see. What time are you there? I'm at 8:20 in England. It's 2. Well, when I got to your comment, at least, it's 2:38 p.m. here in the Missouri Ozark.
So, just whatever time it is there, just subtract 6.
Yep, 6 hours. Let's see. Rita says, hello, Janice and Shawn. I truly enjoy watching you all. God bless. Thank you, Rita. Hippista in Southeast Texas. Okay. Isn't half of Oklahoma an Indian reservation now? They won their treaty lawsuit. That's from David.
Yeah, that's even when I was in Oklahoma, we had a lot of Indian reservations and a lot of court cases here in the last couple of years. Those tribes have gained a little bit more independence, a little bit more sovereignty than they previously had. So yeah, they're getting it. And like if you live around the central United States, a lot of times you'll see vehicles with tags that'll say Cherokee Nation, Choctaw Nation.
We even saw one here yesterday on our way to the reunion, and the kids were like, look.
So basically, in Oklahoma is kind of an interesting state because within Oklahoma, there are all of these tribal areas, and more, they're being treated pretty much like their own sovereign state. And so that's why you're seeing like these court rulings and things where if you're a tribal member and especially if you live on reservation land, they are getting a lot more legal sovereignty like the original treaties were when Oklahoma became a state, because Oklahoma was supposed to be Indian territory, and when it became a state, the tribes were still supposed to have their own land. So for a lot of years, that was kind of ignored. But now the courts are trying to rectify a lot of that.
It was neat. The first time he ever took me to Oklahoma, it's a different experience for me growing up in Missouri. You had the toll roads. I saw bison. There was Brahms.
Yeah.
That was neat too. But yeah, the entering all
the
the
different nations, the different Indian
and leaving.
nations.
It was neat. It's a whole different experience. So, oh, Nino, I love all your comments. She says, Mama Janice, and she does the emojis, and they always make me smile. Thank you for doing that. Let's see. Okay, Christina, we're doing a blood sugar question here. Curious. As someone who also has to watch their blood sugars, have you noticed good improvement and any weight loss since watching your diet for that? Or have you always watched what you ate? For the weight loss, I don't lose weight. And I'm going to bet I eat probably healthier than most of the people I know, with not having sugar and watching my carbs and growing food and stuff. I just don't lose weight. And I don't know. It's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. But I say we always ate very healthy. We had a drastic change in diet in 2009. We were hardcore standard American diet, Taco Bell, Doritos, Velveeta, all the stuff. And in 2009, we changed our diet to a more natural, whole foods way of eating. And so we've been that way since 2009. We've done a Weston Price, nourishing traditions type of way of eating, just eating traditionally. And but now I have the sugar issues on top of that. So health-wise, my health is pretty good overall. The blood sugar stuff is just, it's frustrating to put this much time and energy into, and money into getting good, healthy, whole foods, and to still struggle with things like blood sugar. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. So Joel says, do we have an Oklahoma accent?
Yes.
Yeah, it's, he says,
because when we've already said that I was a police officer. So,
yeah.
So when I moved to Missouri, I was worked at a police department, and of the officers, there was another officer who had been a police officer in Austin, Texas. He moved from Texas, and then I had been an officer in Oklahoma, and I moved. So he and I, we were the whatever you want to call that Oklahoma, Texas accent. He and I had that accent, and everybody else thought that. That our accents were funny or whatever.
Well, I joke too. Whenever he reads Bible, I tell him that he has apparently the Oklahoma Standard Version is what he's reading out of, because the drawl whenever he's reading everything, it's from Oklahoma. So.
Yeah, I think my accent is more profound when I'm reading out loud. It comes back stronger.
Hello, dear hearts, watching from San Antonio, Texas. Hi, KK. I love your comments on our videos. Okay, Suzanne says, I love that you homeschool your children. I recently watched your video on the curriculum you use and loved it. Yay! I'm a high school librarian in a public school and wish more kids would read the way your kids do. My kids love to read, and I love that they love to read. So even little Rebekah, I think she's grown up now. She sees us. I love to read too. She sees us enjoying reading, and therefore she thinks, oh, this is something fun. She will grab books. We keep a basket of library books too, because even though we've got all these, we still go to the library once a month and check out like 40 books or something at a time. And she will sit down on the couch, and that's what she does in free time, is she reads library books, or she flips pages in library books. So let's see. Okay, it's Andrea from Croatia again. Hi. Connection's really bad tonight. It's almost 9:30 there where she is. I know it must be around 7 hours back by you. Wish you all the best for the coming week. Good to see you here, Andrea. I'm glad you popped in here as you were able. Okay, half Homestead. My oldest 3 children are 28, 26, and 24. No grandchildren yet. Those times are coming up fast for us too, and that's That's intimidating to me. That's one of the other reasons for having the summer kitchen too, because we know in the not too distant future, there would be, children getting married and having children, and we could have big Thanksgiving dinners with lots of people, and we'll have space out there in the summer kitchen for a larger family to congregate together. So we're planning ahead. I'm a planner. So we're getting a jump on it here. Yeah, this is back where Gina said to speak up. You're using your on the radio voice. I tell him this since he had the job on being on the radio there for the police department. I said, if you mumble when you talk in the radio, you mumble. And that's his radio voice, you guys.
Because you overmodulate on a radio. You have to talk in a very monotone, steady, not that loud, so it comes across the radio well. So
but
I get in that bad habit. Yeah, so
they're not dispatched.
Doesn't work here. Just years of habit.
What do you suggest to do to get rid of cabbage worms? Oh, Nancy, they're awful. Cabbage worms and squash bugs are just awful. So this year we tried putting that white, is it a frost cover? It's a white cloth that we bought off Amazon.
And it works.
It does work. There some still got in there. It was not as bad as last year.
Nowhere as bad.
Yeah, nowhere as bad, Sarah says, but it's still, I don't like them. So, but it's on the Amazon store, because I did buy it on Amazon. So check out our family's Amazon store for the for the cover for your cabbage plants. So, Nino, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I do love your comments. She says, hello to you, Shawn. Let's see. Is anyone else seeing blurriness? Probably so, Brittany. Probably so, because of this laptop. We're trying to rectify this for next week. So if you come back next week, I'm hoping it's better. We'll see. If not, we will continue on fixing this. 67 degrees here in our corner of England. It hasn't gone over 70 degrees today. Oh, it's so hot and humid here. It was nice this morning, so I'm not complaining. Delete that. That wasn't a complaint. I'm a 26%er. I'm in Manitoba, about 45 minutes from Grand Forks on our analytics, the 26% that's out of this country. Let's see. Hello, everyone in the chat. Do y'all have memberships yet? We don't. Now, I've had some asking about Patreon. We've not done Patreon or anything. YouTube has given me little messages and stuff about setting up like private membership stuff on YouTube. We haven't done that yet. I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in. I'm not sure what I would put in it. This is all new to us, guys. I mean, we're less than 4 months on YouTube, so we're still new to all this. But yeah, give me input, what you guys want. If we did a membership, what would you like to have? I don't know.
Yeah, because I'd have to really know what. How would be different than what we're doing. So I don't.
So if you give me input, I'll put it in my head and let it bounce around for a while, and then I'll figure out something. So, yep, the blurriness is temporary. Thank you guys for helping out with that. Millworth, you can go back and look at the start though. It's all right. Hippie, so thank you. I just got to the. What is this called? Is it super sticker, super thanks, super chat? Super chat. I don't know what it's called either, but I thank you for it. I really do. It blesses our family. I wish the community tab worked on iPads, but it does work on my Android phone. I'll have to check it out. I'm no help with that.
Yeah, I hope it works. I couldn't tell you the difference between an iPad and an Android. I have no idea. I'm not. Yeah, we're not techie people.
Nino says my daughter makes ice cream. I'm from the nature coast of Florida. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic about the hand drill. How wonderful. Yeah, Gene, he's a inventive guy. Andrew comes up with ideas and he figures out ways to make them work. So he's a handy guy.
Probably referring to the fact that it's so old. How many generations have used the drill?
Yeah, that's neat. He's a problem solver and so mechanical. Yeah. So he's enjoying being at grandma camp there with grandma and papa. I've mentioned, was it in last week's video? My dad is a commercial farmer. He just recently retired, but he's still on the farm every day. So he retired. But he's a Mr. Fix-It. He can fix anything. He and my brother create their own farm implements. Like they think of them, they design them, they weld them, and then they use them in the field. So Andrew is going to be loving his time with my dad and my brother. And I don't know if my other brother will be there or not. At least one of them will be there.
They have way more things to tinker with than I do.
Yeah. So Andrew's going to come back very excited and have even more ideas and things that he would like us to get, tools and things that he needs to make all the things. So Roots and Arrows Homestead says, happy birthday, Anna. Yep, Tuesday, it's double digits. She'll be 10. That's a big deal. Oh, Linda. Hi, Linda in Philly. Good to have you here. Let's see. Okay, I checked out the community tab on a few different channels on the free YouTube app on my iPad, and I saw information posted on each channel's community tab.
Lana. I need Lana.
Lana. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank you for doing that. I will be able to remember that. So that makes me feel better because I want to say your name right, and it just felt wrong to have to guess. Okay. Sarah's over there nodding her head. So let's see. Last night, went to the grocery today for the lost leaders. And if it wasn't the good sale, it didn't go in my cart. That's a good deal, Christina. It does help. It really does help. And once you get in that cycle of doing that, you notice the money saving up there. Let's see. I can climb up longer ladders, and I cannot climb back down the longer ladder. I know once I get up there, I think I could get up there if I just focus on the rung in front of me. Get it. Stepping off that second story and getting back on the ladder, I think I will freeze.
Yeah, climbing up a ladder is always better. It's always safer or whatever than going back down. That's when people fall, is trying to go down.
That's great.
It's just like stairs. People typically, if they get hurt going down stairs, usually they're not going up the stairs and fall. They're usually going down the stairs when they fall.
Yeah.
So it's all about gravity.
Yeah. If this mama is down on the ground, something bad has happened. Oh, yeah, I like seeing My Wild Home here. You guys check out their channel also. Now, it's My Wild Home, HOLM. Super, super cool. They've bought an island. Do you know anyone that has bought an island? So, very unique and fun. Check them out. Let's see. Yeah, Karen tells me to wait for the stairs. She votes that Mama just waits for the stairs. That's the safest thing to do. I'm not a gambler and I'm not a risk taker. So Linda says having a summer kitchen is going to be awesome. You don't have to endure going up the ladder. I'll be happy with whatever you can give us a tour of. I can do the first floor. You might have to go up and do the second floor. I'm 5'8" and my feet stay on the ground. See, I think that's smart. That's what my logic tells me to do. Linda says, so happy for the blessings God has sent your way. I am too.
Okay, so this is something on their island. It's 62 acres. I had looked for that, and I figured maybe I had just missed it on their videos because I was wondering, how big is that island? Okay, it's 62 acres. Yeah. 62 acre island. Yep.
It's on a lake in British Columbia.
In BC.
My Wild Home. HOLM.
That'd be a whole new. We have our challenges out here, but that's a whole different challenge right there.
See, there are channels that we've met on this being new on YouTube journey, and there are other people starting out that we've really connected with. And so I love it when they show up on here and are part of our community too. Let's see. Yeah, I did have, last week there was another channel, and I don't know how to put links in here. Sensible Living with Money Mom. I call it Money Mom, but I'm pretty sure it begins with Sensible Living with Money Mom. She was so sweet. She did a video and gave a shout out to our family's channel. And several of her subscribers then came over here and subscribed to our channel. So be sure to check her out too. Sensible Living with Money Mom. I'm pretty sure that's it. So, and she's all about saving money and, brainstorming those ways to save money too, which is right up my alley also. Karen says that I am very wise and patient. She admires that. Thank you, Karen. That's sweet. Shawn chuckled a little bit when I said that, though. So. Suze says, so glad to have caught you live. I love your family and your homestead. You all bring so much joy to our screens and cheer up my days. Wishing you many blessings from Scotland. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Suze. I love the kind comments. Those really mean a lot to me. I'm in Berkshire, Arkansas. Arkansas there. Sending love from Ireland. Oh, I love that. How close are you to Dexter?
Hey, blew through Dexter yesterday on Highway 60.
We did, Lisa. We had to go through Dexter to get to the family reunion. So, yeah, we're in the Poplar Bluff area. We're closer to the Poplar Bluff side. So, not too far. Jean says, Janice, you can do it. By the grace of God, I got up and walked after a year in bed because of unlimited problems with my feet. You can climb that ladder. You go, girl. I'm glad you have so much faith in me. I'm going to holler real loud from that second story when I'm up there stuck and say, Gee, come up here and get me. Help. Oh, my. Let's see. There we are. Let's see. Pam says, my blood sugar reading was 347 a half hour ago. Oh, my. Pam. I'm chugging the water. Yeah, you got to get that down. Oh, Pam. Laughing at the Oklahoma Standard version of the KJV. Yeah, it's an experience to listen to it. Country living with Tasha. Hi from Kentucky, making spicy pickles while watching. That sounds awesome. Okay, Roots and Arrows Homestead. My story is so much like yours. I can't lose weight either, no matter how hard I actually try. I even hurt my foot really bad back in March from working too hard in a combat class at the gym. Isn't that frustrating, Tori? I probably eat way less than I actually should, which they say can mess up your metabolism if you're not eating enough food, especially if you're pregnant or nursing and stuff like that. I tend to skip meals while working outside or doing schoolwork. I did notice that in some of your videos. You'll come inside and say, I'm finally getting around to eating. So, yeah, but when you're busy, I know it's hard and frustrating. Okay. David says, are you religious enough to ban any books from your children, like Harry Potter because of witchcraft, or books like that? Just curious.
Well, I mean, of all the types, there would obviously be books we wouldn't allow in the house. I mean, you can imagine some of the stuff that's out there in the world. So, yeah, I mean, we certainly wouldn't want an anything goes type of a thing. But, I mean, I guess the best just general answer is we try to keep things that are wholesome, positive. What's the benefit or purpose behind that book? Or if we every once in a while we might get a movie from the library. We don't want to introduce things into the home that is harmful, or negative.
Well, the short answer is yes.
Yeah, I mean, we would certainly ban. We would certainly, if something was offensive or something like that, no, we were not going to allow.
Well, and everybody has different, different boundaries on that too. So, I'm in quite a few book lover Facebook groups and stuff like that of conservative Christian homeschool. That block that our family kind of fits in, and within that block, there's still a whole lot of divisiveness on this one's okay and this one's not, and how could you possibly allow that one? So that's a tricky subject. It is, but the short answer is yes. There's some that we just won't do. So Half Homestead says, looking forward to seeing your summer kitchen complete, and thank you, Shawn, for explaining to me what that one was. Okay, Jean says, oh, Shawn, I know. I used to dispatch the city bus. I listen with my radio ears.
I can relate.
See, and I have no experience with it at all. It's just through him. And we were only married for 1 year whenever he was still, on that radio.
Yeah, I got
so
all those years of being a police officer, and we get married. It took her a year to go, yeah, you're going to do something else.
no bulletproof vest.
She literally handed me the newspaper when there was an opening and said, apply for this job.
Now, I was looking in the paper for a job for me, but it just, it happened the other way. So, let's see. Turn the laptop off. I think the cache is full. I don't know what that means. Or it's the internet speed. Sorry, David. I don't know. I hope you guys are still seeing me. Even if it's blurry or something, I hope you're still seeing us. Okay, Sharon says she's type 2 diabetic. I find cutting dairy helps me to lose weight. Yes, and that is another frustrating part. I go outside and I milk a cow every day, and I can't drink her milk. I can skim the cream off the top and have her cream in my coffee and stuff like that, but I love milk. When I was young, before I had these blood sugar issues, we would get good raw milk from another farm, and I loved it, but I can't. It makes my blood sugar go up. So, let's see. I'll be a member only if you send me some ice cream. Oh, that's a lovely idea, but I don't think it would work. Okay, Charlotte wants to know, what is the Amazon store? I think we're okay. So I'll check back in a little bit. Okay, let's see. What's the Amazon store? Okay, Charlotte, and it looks like Lisa was asking the same thing too. I set up, it's in the description box of our most recent videos on Amazon. The Amazon store is things that we use here in our home and on our farm that we use all the time and we enjoy, and that I would recommend if you guys are looking for that product, that you would buy it. If you go to our Amazon store and you purchase it from Amazon through our storefront, we get a little bit of a commission. I mean, it's cents, but theoretically it should add up. So if you're looking for a brush for your cow, go check out my Amazon store. If you're looking for baskets to hold your fruit up off the counter, check out the Amazon store. There's things like that in there. Kitchen stuff, children's toys that they love, homeschool things that we've used and loved. There's all kinds of different, I think there's 8 different categories that I set up. That's what the Amazon store is. So you get something that you need, and we get that little bit of commission for doing that. So the link should be in the description box of the most recent videos, because I think we just set it up maybe a week ago. It's not been up very long. It's new. So Billy, you says hello. Let's see. Okay, other YouTubers put a members only video, and only members can see the video. I think it's like $4.99 a member. It's not for sure, just what the YouTuber said. Okay, Candy. We'll brainstorm that a little bit here and see if we think we can do that or not. Let's see. I think you all should do a $3.99 membership. I like to support creators that I view. Your efforts should not be for free to those of us that can chip in. Okay, $3.99, $4.99 is about the price range that. Okay, this is helpful, guys. It really is. I don't know about this stuff, so you fill me in so I can make an informed decision here. Oh, Frenchie's talking about those cabbage worms. They hate white vinegar. So do a 1/10 vinegar, 9/10 water, a dilution there. Puts that on our cabbages and gets a good result. We could do that. Half Homestead would love for us to create a recipe book. That's a possibility. I think we could do that at some point. Yep, here from Tulsa. Hola, sorry I'm late. I'm glad you're here. Okay, Jean says yes, yes, yes to membership. Exclusive baking and canning with Sarah, especially the sourdough starters. I would love to see some Trim Healthy Mama cooking as much as you can videos. Okay, that is helpful. It really does help me. And then look what Charla did. She has a gift for Anna for her birthday. That's very sweet. She will smile so big. Anna, okay, if you guys have ever seen that love language book, I've not read it, but I know the summary of the different love languages. Gifts is Anna's love language. She just gets giddy and feels so loved when you give her something sweet. So that will make her very happy, Charla. Okay. Let's see, I recognize the YouTube channel wanting to make money, but I have to be honest, I don't subscribe to channels, and that's fine.
And I think it doesn't mean, I think it means to pay. Yeah, not subscribe.
Oh.
You hit subscribe. I think it means the special,
membership thing.
membership
Yeah.
subscription.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be
Yeah.
for everyone. So yeah, this would
and
just,
we're not even saying that we're going to.
yeah, I don't even know if
And
we're
it
going to
would,
do it.
and even if we did it, it would not change putting these videos out.
Yeah.
At all. No.
Yeah. I'll like and subscribe and forward videos, but I can't afford to subscribe just to get extra videos. Yeah, that's absolutely understandable. It's not in my budget either. So it's so nice to see all your beautiful faces for people who can't afford to pay. Thank you, Candy. You're always good to us. Okay. This is for Half Homestead. Yes, an ebook cookbook. Starting with bread and cucumber tomato salad. And Sarah should do a whole baking book. We'll add that to the list. oh, Nino had to go. I'll see her in the comments, though. She faithfully comments on our videos. I like that. Yeah, okay, Patty's not interested in members only. And that is helpful, too. I appreciate you sharing that. Let's see. Lana says, I can't tell you how blessed I am to have found you. I feel like you are my family. Can you adopt me? You are adopted, Lana. You can be part of our family. Absolutely. Make one of the kids a moderator and they can post the links. Moderator, do you know how to do that?
No.
Seriously. Sam is not here. He's at grandma camp. Oh, no. Okay, brown-eyed girl has to go, but she's probably already gone because that was further back in the comments there. Let's see. I'm glad she was here though, if she was able to. Okay, Josephine, it's safer to go down your kitchen ladder backwards. Just go slowly and be careful. Distract yourself by counting each step as you go down and do not look down. Fix your eyes on the ladder. If I could go up the ladder and just hang onto the ladder and be up high and like video from the ladder and then come back to it's the leaving the ladder and getting back on the ladder. That's the tricky part for me. Okay, Karen says I couldn't afford a membership. Hopefully you won't go that way. I enjoy watching your channel so much, learning a lot, and would really, really miss you. Thank you. But Jean says, Janice, I'll do it. I'll be there to help you down. Oh, my. I sure hope you don't change to pay to watch, is what Tanya is saying. Yeah, I don't pay to watch any of my favorite YouTubers because I can't afford it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, and like I said, we're not, and even if we did that, it wouldn't change what you're watching.
Yeah, yeah.
We would still put out the regular YouTube videos.
Yeah, I don't intend to change what's going up on the Ozark Family Homestead channel. So this is just a questioning, since we've had people ask if we're going to do something additional. Yeah. So, yeah. We're not going, I don't plan to go anywhere. Lord willing, we're not going anywhere. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I don't pay for memberships. Karen recently lost 80 pounds by changing the whole way she eats. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, Karen, their channel would stay the same, but those who can could bless the channel and they could get better equipment. Oh. Let's see. I'm 70 plus years old and I'm so thankful for public school education. I support public school education. Well, I absolutely think there's a place for it and I'm glad it's accessible to those that need it. So we really enjoy our homeschool education. So I'm glad we have options. Let's see. Go down backwards on longer ladders than me to down backwards on longer ladders in my above comment. Oh, Josephina, you've opened up something here. What are your favorite homestead type books, if you have any? I have some. I do have some. So, I have a bookshelf back in my bedroom of homestead books. The one that caused me to fall in love with homesteading. We still lived in our little house in the county on, I mean, how big was an eighth of an acre or something?
Oh, no, probably half.
A half an acre? Okay, I don't even know. The Self-Sufficient Life and How to Live It. Was it John Seymour?
That sounds right.
I think the author is John Seymour. That's the book that caused me to fall in love with homesteading. It's a very in-depth book, The Self-Sufficient Life and How to Live It. And there's visuals in there. The illustrations are just beautiful. So that's the one that I love and that I would send everyone to first because it caught me, and I think it would catch you too. I don't support book banning.
Well, we don't support book. People can have whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's just what
comes in our home. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not for getting rid of all the tigers in the world, but I'm not going to let a tiger in my house. So difference between banning it for other people. I don't care what other people do. It's just what's in our house.
Yeah. Hey, Sharon, I'm glad you're here. Even if you're late, I'm glad you're here. I'm late to stuff all the time, so you're good. Oh, they're talking about ice cream, peach and strawberry ice cream. Barb is sending love from Kansas City. Hi, Barb. Vicky says, I want to send you my books. Oh, girl. That's something. Books are my love language. That's Sarah's, you know it's true, Sarah.
Oh, nice.
They are clean and funny, mostly about my walk through this life. Kids, farm, grandparenting. Let me know how to send them. Oh, Vicky, seriously, that would be awesome. We have a mailbox, a private mailbox at the UPS store. And if you go to any one of our most recent videos, the description box will have the address for our Ozark Family Homestead mailbox. I think it's on the About tab also on our YouTube page. So we would love books. They're a great gift for our family. Yeah, I made sure my child knew, and back up where we were at. Looks like they're talking about public education. I did see that. Sending love from Kim. Okay, I'm back with Vicky's. There we go. I made sure my child knew how I felt, and then I would discuss the issues. Yeah, Vicky stuff. I think books can really open up doors to have conversations too. Vicky wants to know how to find the Amazon store. That's in the description box also. And there's just a link. Okay, I think it's amazon.com/shop/Ozark Family Homestead. I think that's it off the top of my head, but there is a link in the description box of all those things that our family uses and recommends. Okay, Brittany, let's see. We're talking about more school stuff here. I don't support the new math. That is a rebranded Common Core math that just teaches children how to do different types of math problems the more difficult ways. Vera says, I support parents who stand up for their rights and convictions while teaching and raising their children. Don't let naysayers discourage you. Yeah, people, they have some very strong opinions, one way or the other. And we've gotten some of that in the comments on the homeschool video, especially.
Yeah. But I don't understand. I mean, I think it's one of the big misconceptions that people see, oh, you homeschool. Oh, so you think school should be shut down and although you should be arrested for sending your kids to school. What are you talking about? No one's saying that. So yeah, just because you're homeschool does not mean you're against people using public schools. It's just what we do.
And we have friends that we love that public school. We have friends and family that we love that send to private school. It's not a black or white issue for us. It's whatever's best for the individual family or the individual child. Some families do multiple types of schooling for different children. Yeah. So, yep, you do what's best for you guys. I love watching your channel. I just happened onto you all and so very glad I did. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you found us too. However that happened, I'm glad. Okay, Mary is asking, Janice, would you ever consider selling your book list from your homeschool? We homeschool here in Maine. I had several people ask that whenever we first put up the how we homeschool video. And at first, I didn't know if I could, since I utilized other book lists to form, our family's book list. I didn't know if that was okay to do. So I did reach out to, again, I'm in groups of mamas that love books and homeschooling mamas. And the general consensus was that I have created a whole new product and that those book lists are generally available for free online anyway. So it wasn't a big deal. Now, I haven't really looked into at this point. It's on the list to do this, but how do you sell that? Again, I'm not techie and I don't know this stuff, but I know there's a way that you sell, is it PDFs or something, e-links to things. I know there's a way to do it. I would just have to figure out how to do it. I'm fine with, sharing our family's list. I put a lot of time. I mean, it took me months and months to make up this list, a lot of time and energy into it. And when I did it, we didn't have a YouTube channel or anything. This was not a thought. This was just something I intended to use for our family alone, and that was it. So that is on the list as something that I would be open to doing. Yes. Peanut says hi, and I say hi to Peanut. And Dolores says hi. Okay. Let's see, we've got another opinion here on from Hippieista. I don't agree with public education, not from a religious point of view. I think kids should be led by their interest. And then Susan says, I look so forward to your live chats and, of course, your videos. The way the world is today, it's nice to see happy faces and a wholesome family. Love your entire family. Thank you, Susan. I love those kind comments. David says, gee, what if you get to 1 million subscribers like those young kids have and they buy houses and $100,000 cars? That would be that would just be crazy town. I can't imagine that. That's our big van, our big 15-passenger van.
Yeah.
I think we spent $8,000.
We bought it, yeah, for $8,000 used.
Yeah.
Found it on Craigslist.
Found it on Craigslist.
On Craigslist and drove all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. And fingers crossed, hope, think of a multitude of bad things how this could turn out. It turned out he was a nice guy and everything was legit.
Yeah.
He was up from Mississippi and we kind of met halfway in Memphis and worked out great. So yeah, we don't buy new fancy vehicles. And
our budget to replace my minivan. I don't know if you saw the video where the deer hit us, right, Sarah?
Oh,
the deer hit us and crunched my minivan. Our budget to replace that is $6,000.
Yeah, so I will be so that van will be replaced with whatever you can get for $6,000 because that's the money we have to replace the vehicle. So yeah, we're not used to fancy things anyway.
Yeah,
so.
We're okay. Okay, Roots and Arrows Homestead. Miss Tori says, as someone who makes videos and could really, really use the extra income, I'm all for you opening up the membership for those who can afford it. 100%. I think you should go for it. Thank you, Tori. Hello from Sonia from Australia. And she's got a little kangaroo emoji hopping on there. Pam wants to know how Sarah's doing with her braces. You want to come over here and give everybody an update, Sarah?
Hold on, I gotta stay here as well.
Okay.
So I'm doing great. I'm not hurting anymore. That was done in like 2 days after I got them on. I'm pretty used to like not eating stuff. A lot of stuff you can't have with braces, I don't eat anyway. I mean, I'm doing fine. I have a wire that is poking me, but I have the little wax on there, and until we get in, which I think we're supposed to get in sometime soon, so and it's not really bothering me that much. I haven't broken anything yet, as far as I know, and I feel great, and I think they're doing their job.
I hope so.
So yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Thank you for suggesting that book. I'm an avid reader. Let's see. And I moved again. I did see love the tiger analogy. I did see that as I was moving around on here. Let's see. Yeah, that's from Karen. Jules says, well done, Shawn. And she's got the tiger and she's got the books there. Oh, love the tiger analogy. I'm not a fan of paywall stuff. All right. I appreciate the input from both sides, guys. What grade does Shawn teach?
It's not exactly. I'll just say, because this involves my employer, so I don't. It's kind of touchy for me to talk about my employer. Let's just put it this way: I teach a job trade, and so it's kind of I teach a job trade. So there you go.
I asked him before the live stream. I said, if someone asks, we've already said he's a teacher. How specific do you want to get?
I teach people to do a job.
So
I'm not like a second grade math teacher or something like that. I teach a job skill.
So
I'll put it that way.
So he's been prepped for this.
Yeah.
We talked about it ahead of time. Oh, Jean had to leave. She's probably already gone. I have to sign off, unfortunately, but as I do, I pray God's overflowing blessings to you and your family. Thank you for all the content, your obedience to the Lord, and for welcoming us in. Jean is so sweet to us. She watches and she comments and she makes me feel special. Oh, yep. Lana likes the tiger comment. My mom loves your videos and is watching your live right now. Could you say hi, Bev, for me? All right, Emily. Hi, Bev. I'm glad you're watching us and I love that you love us. Do you teach your children cursive writing? We do. Susan, we use handwriting without tears. That's the writing curriculum I've used from the beginning with all the children. And I have already even purchased it for Rebekah. She's 2, and I love it so much that I went ahead and I purchased it, and it's just sitting there waiting for her. So yes. And Samuel, who's 18, he has the most beautiful, perfect cursive that you've ever seen. He writes very slowly, but it is perfect. So Lois says hi from stormy Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'm glad you're here, Lois. Okay, Lisa, Shawn answered your question last Sunday. Lisa says, I asked this last Sunday and I couldn't get an answer. Why do the kids wear guns? Is there a threat to animals in your yard that may get them just curious?
Okay, so
and then she asked it again down here too.
Okay, so I will assume that you did not hear that the response. So I'll make sure I go through this again. We live in the middle of nowhere. So the house and yard isn't like magically in the city.
We have cows for neighbors.
The house, the entire property, it's all in the middle of nowhere. So whether you're 3 feet out the door or you're out some distance, you're still in the middle of nowhere, out in the wilds of Ozark. So, for example, we came home one time, we were at our gate, and some people stopped and told us that earlier in the evening while we were gone, they were watching a bear right here at the house. There was a bear and our dogs. So if we walk out the door, we are out there amongst various predators.
That's not the rate. That's not the
norm. Yeah,
but it's a possibility.
And criminals. When you live out if I got on the phone right now and called the sheriff's department and screamed, someone's trying to kill me, if there was a deputy could get here in 30 minutes, it would be a miracle. Okay. So, we are completely on our own out here. So, yes, we carry firearms, and the children that are older are trained in firearms. And if they're old enough and they are trained, then they have a responsibility to protect themselves, to protect our livestock, to protect their younger siblings. And I'm not going to have them out here just vulnerable for no reason. So yes, we do carry firearms, and the question gets asked repeatedly. And I answer the question many times in comments.
She asked it last week, and you did answer it.
And so,
you did answer it on last week's live stream.
So
too.
I know
and I
that,
believe in a comment on just a regular video as well.
yes.
You've answered it several times.
So I know that some people have a hang up about guns, and I understand that, but we carry guns out here, and that's how it is, and that's how it's going to be. So I think I've responded to that. And okay, thank you. Had to put my policeman hat on there for a second. Okay.
Are you guys still here?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We're going to talk about the garden. Do you all use permaculture practices in your garden? We do, but now I'm going to tell you, I'm not super knowledgeable on what exactly constitutes permaculture practices. I know we do, but I can't tell you exactly what things we do. We try to keep it as natural as we can. We don't use chemicals. We don't use sprays. We will use diatomaceous earth if we need to. We do use, we have some raised beds, but we have some, I don't want to call them raised beds, borders, and then we put leaves and compost. We do layers. Is that the lasagna method? I'm not even sure, but we try to keep things mulched and the dirt covered and things like that. So that's what's working for us. Hippie East says schooling is an individual child thing. God only blessed us with one amazing son, and I knew he was like me from the beginning, a nonconformist. Yep, you do what you have to do for each child. Candy says they will get 1 million, but hopefully they stay right where they are. Yeah, I can't imagine changing. I wouldn't want to move anywhere else. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I love where we're at, and I love simple living. I don't know. So, and then we've got answering Lisa here.
Yeah.
The reason why the kids wear pistols was there's dangerous threats from bear attacks, mountain lions, threats from outside. I don't know when the last bear or mountain lions attacked. No one has been no blood has been drawn, but
We're going to keep it that way.
We're going to keep it that way. Yeah, we even had, you found a deer up in a pine tree.
Yeah, we had we had a deer carcass that was hanging from a tree limb about 8 feet in the air. Mountain lion's the only thing that'd be strong enough to pull a full-size deer up there.
That's our best guess.
And that was 100 yards from our house.
Again, not the norm. We don't see them traipsing through the pasture, but there are signs that these things are there. So, Brittany says, I wouldn't make it today in today's public school system here in the USA because of new math and the way other subjects are being taught since Common Core math started and came out. Yep, I'm glad we have those options. Hippieista, if y'all get to 100,000 subs, I can see the chickens living in a better house than the humans do. It might be. We're going to upgrade those birds. Hi, tribal woman. I'm glad you're here. David says that was my nephew's excuse for totaling my sister's car. I didn't want to hit the bear. Hippieista wants to know, Sarah, if you're going to get the different colored rubber bands like my kid did.
Yeah, I planned, I think you're talking about the bands they actually put on the actual brackets. Because there's those bands and then there's bands that you hook onto little hooks and pins and stuff. I've heard those can be different colors, but mine are clear. But the bands on the brackets, right now I have red and blue, and I plan to do all sorts of colors depending on what's going on. Like during hunting season, right now I don't know. Do I want like a pink and forest green, or do I want like an orange and forest green, kind of like a girly camo or a boy camo? I'm not sure yet.
Sarah's a planner too, so she's got them all planned out. Okay, Charlotte says my advice is to not wear yourself and do too much tech stuff at once. Yeah, we do need baby steps. This is not our strong suit here. Nancy would love another garden tour with Sarah. I do have it penciled in for near the end of July. I like to do them once a month if I can keep up with that. Yep, Tori at Roots and Arrows Homestead said, we got hit by a deer too when I was in my teens. It literally crushed into the side of my mom's minivan while we were all in the van. Sitting at a stop sign, it hit us and then ran into the woods. Yeah, oh, I didn't see you there. Smash. Hi, Michelle. Glad you're here. I think Noel probably asked that after he asked, what kind of jobs do you teach? And that probably got posted before Shawn had given his answer earlier. Charla says, my daughter-in-law wrote a book, and I can assure you that it is very wholesome. That's the word. She is against swearing, nudity, etc. The book is called Song of the Thieves, a good book. That would be one to check out then. Song of the Thieves. Sharon then says, my oldest son got an A in maths and an A in a level, also an A in physics. Those are hard subjects. Michelle's here from Florida. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so Charla's daughter-in-law that wrote the book, her name is Jacqueline. Yep, Jacqueline Guernsey is her name. So if you're going to look that book up, check out the author's name. Michelle wants to know what state we live in. We're in the Missouri Ozarks, Michelle. Let's see. Okay, Tori says, yes, I heard the answer. I had a whole discussion about it. I even asked if the kids practice shoot like I used to. Yeah. You thought about doing a video on safety training for the kids and stuff. I mean, that's in the possibilities.
So that's something we might do.
That was at the reunion yesterday. One of my aunts was asking,
why don't you do a gun safety video?
So better safe than sorry. That's my thinking too, Steve. Andy says we got to protect them. Let's see. Good night, people. It's near 10:30 at night here. Oh, Frenchie, good night. I will look at the rest on the replay. I'm glad you were here, though, Frenchie. I'm glad you stuck around as long as you could. Let's see. Great answer, Shawn. Must be safe at all times. Let's see. Gotta be right there. It jumped on me again. There we go. Vicky says, I fell asleep but just woke up. Yay, you're on live. Vicky, I'm glad you're here. We love Vicky around here. This is your new friend, Vicky, from the hills of Tennessee. I'm glad you're here, Vicky. Let's see. Leanne says, protecting your family, animals, and property. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it either, Leanne. Leanne's fairly local to us too, and we've explained to some people that live in different countries where things are different, that around here guns aren't that much of a taboo.
No, everybody. I mean, it would be unusual for someone not to have a gun here. So it's just a different part of the country.
Vera says, we are still here, just curious, but we do still have Second Amendment rights, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. This is a constitutional right we're exercising.
Josephine says, people should not be concerned about guns on your property. The fact of being ex-policeman tells people all your children have the best possible teacher in you they could have. Yeah, he's pretty capable on all the gun stuff there.
I'm definitely qualified to teach the kids about using a gun.
Let's see. Asking some YouTubers wanting subscribers to pay. Some were asking about that, so that's what we were discussing, how that would work.
We weren't proposing that. No, that was other people had asked about that.
Locked and loaded here, Alexa says. I got my cow. Not in a world like we used to live in. Pro Amendment 2. Oh, Aaron's here. Hi, Aaron. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Shawn, you're a smart and wise dad, Karen says. David says we have blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, salmon berries, lots of berries in Alaska, but no pineapples. We don't have pineapples here in Missouri either, David. Now, we do have pawpaw trees for vitamin C.
Yeah. And pine needles.
Pine needles are a source of vitamin C. You can make a pine needle tea. So there are options. They're probably not as tasty as pineapples, but there are options. Oh, let's see. We've got someone here from Fiji as well. That's awesome. Oh my, a deer in a tree. Yeah, Jules. That was, they don't climb well. So I don't think the deer climbed up in the tree and died. So it got up there. And I don't think a raccoon pulled a deer up there into the tree as well. So we're just giving our best guesses there. Karen wants to know if we grow pumpkins. That's more of a Sarah question there. Do we grow pumpkins? Scoot, 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 scoot.
Yes. I pretty much try to grow anything I can. So yes, I do grow pumpkins. They're not quite sometimes as pretty as the ones like you would see like at the stores and stuff. And my squash bugs like to get to them. But yes, I do grow pumpkins.
Yeah, the second garden that we've set up out there by the cow pasture where the greenhouse is, that is to be sunflowers, corn, and some pumpkins. You didn't get as many pumpkins put in as you wanted to.
Yeah.
But last year I posted a picture. Sarah grew some beautiful pumpkins, and we made a little fall decoration display here in front of the house. We weren't on YouTube or anything then. But on Facebook, my little Janice page, I put a picture of our fall decorations, and Sarah's pumpkins were there. And then Shawn had some coworkers that saw it and like, oh, I love those pumpkins. Will she sell some to me? So Sarah did make some money last fall with her pretty pumpkins for fall decorations. So let's see. Where was I at? That's where I was right there. There's the do you grow pumpkins. Let's see. We have a rainstorm about to come through and we need it. That's awesome. Yep. We've been praying for rain, taking every little bit we can get. I think you said yesterday we got 3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch, yeah.
While we were gone to the reunion, it rained really well here. So let's see. Do you have a lot of snakes there? Any snake bites? No snake bites.
We've never been bitten by a snake.
Yeah. I'm petrified of those things. Well, Susan, we do have snakes, and the venomous ones here in our area would be copperheads, rattlesnakes, and water moccasins or cottonmouths. And those three we don't really see. We know they're here, but we don't really see them. What we do see at times are prairie king snakes.
Yes.
And black rat snakes. The black rat snakes are the biggest nuisance for us because they like to eat chicken eggs.
And king snakes.
Oh, and king snakes
Yes.
also. Okay. So those are the ones that we would typically see. They're not a bother unless they find the chicken coop and start eating the eggs. Then we have a problem. So, Michelle says, my daughter and her husband are preppers, and all 4 of their sons can shoot a gun. They're 14 and under in age. Their father's a combat veteran, and they have the best of training. Yeah. Let's see. Adorable mommy and daddy, Ozark Homestead. Oh. Let's see. I was raised on my father hunting and the meat he got. He was a butcher, and his deer meat was better than beef. I was raised that guns were for food, and that is how we raised our son. Yep, we do lots of deer hunting in the fall.
That saves us a lot of money, and that's good organic meat walking around out there.
Yep. And I will go through that half a cow that we just got. There's a lot of ground beef there, but I will go through it faster than you can imagine. Some people in the comments were just horrified at that quantity of food there. In a year max, that will all be gone. And if we can get deer this fall, then we grind up most of our deer. We keep back straps and roast or whatever, but that really helps stretch our ground meat for the year. If I can mix some beef with some deer or just use totally deer meat. So we always hope for a good deer harvest every fall. Let's see. Yeah, you're saying in the Fiji Islands, guns are not legal, but most know how to use it. So, I'm for good, safe uses of the gun, but not all of those mass shootings that keep taking in the USA, where automatic rifles that can hold multiple rounds of ammunition and go off round after round, Brittany says. Brianna says, I just joined now, but wanted to let you guys know that I loved your Raising Meat Birds video. I hope in the future we'll have the space to do that. Hello from South Florida. Thanks, Brianna. I appreciate that. That one was different for me. It was a long one, and it was not for our channel initially. So I'm glad you liked it. Let's see. Fishing poles are made for catching fish, but you don't see anyone carrying them on their hips. No one needs an AR-15 to shoot a deer.
Well, an AR-15 is actually not as powerful as a standard deer rifle. So, not sure why an AR-15 would be too much for deer. It's actually considered a lower powered rifle. It's only 223.
Let's see here. I'm growing turban squash. They seem to grow easily. Hi, Terry. The missing children are watching. Say hi to Sam and Andrew and Anna.
They're watching.
Hi, guys. Mama misses you. It is so weird without you guys here. I hope you are wailing and weeping for your mother at least 1 hour a day. It is a requirement. You need to go ask Grandma right now, can I go home and see my mama? Oh.
No, they're probably playing with their cousins.
They're probably playing with their cousins. Yeah, they're supposed to have a good time. Sam and Andrew and Anna are watching. So tell them hi.
Bye.
Say, I had to feed the cats by myself this morning. Oh, that's great, Sarah. I tried it 1 year, took almost the whole yard. Yep, those pumpkins, they sprawl out everywhere. Next year, I want to try again, and some watermelons. Yep, our watermelon and cantaloupe. It's hard to get them from the store now. Whenever you've gotten them, fresh from the garden. Oh, Candy has to go. Bye, Candy. She's probably already gone, but I love that she was here. David says he needs an AR-15 to hit a barn, to be honest. Let's see. Do you make sausages with the venison? All I've done, Karen, I have my KitchenAid mixer here with a meat grinder attachment, and Shawn takes care of the deer like for the first 3 days. You change out the ice water and get all the blood drained out, and then he brings it in to me, and I have freezer paper for the back straps, and I'll try to cut off a big hunk for a roast or two, but the vast majority I put in that meat grinder attachment on my KitchenAid mixer. We grind it up, put it in Ziploc freezer bags, and put it in the freezer, and I just pull that out and use it as I need it. So if we took it to a processor, I'm sure we could get sausage made out of it, but we save the money and do it ourselves. Kathy says, I lived in Kentucky when my son was 6 months old. We lived out in the boonies, and I had a gun on me at all times, even slept with it under my pillow. Safety comes first. It's different whenever you're away. There's not a police department nearby. There's a difference.
It's a different world. People, some people just don't understand because they haven't lived out like we do.
Let's see. Okay, Tori at Roots and Arrows Homestead. Miss Janice, could you mention how we started a Facebook group for Christian ladies who create any type of content, whether it's a blog or YouTube or Instagram, any of that stuff? Yes. Tori, what is the name, the specific name? Sarah's going to look it up. Yeah, we have a Facebook group.
I'll a computer that much.
Sarah's capable of doing that much. It's a Facebook group specifically for Christian ladies that are putting up like, social media type stuff. So, and it's a good group that Roots and Arrows Homestead has gotten going. Sarah's going to look that up here. Brittany says, you don't need an AR-15 to hit a barn at all. Let's see.
Christian content creating mamas.
Christian content creating mamas on Facebook. That's the group for those ladies that are making content here, Christian ladies. When I saw your half a cow, I thought about seeing if my mom, son, and daughter-in-law would like to go in on one. So much less shopping and much better quality. Yep, I would bring home that 73% ground beef, and people would comment that it was awful and we were all going to die from eating it from the store. So that was my little motivation there. I knew my freezers were empty of our local beef, but that was my motivation to go ahead and get on the ladies' list, which there was no list. You all know how that went, though. But yeah, it is healthier. Ours is grass-fed. So let's see. What are you all having for dinner? Well, since 3 of the kids are gone, we have leftovers that we brought home from the family reunion yesterday. So we are going to have clean out Mama's fridge. I am in the end phase of a what we eat in a week video. So when Sam comes back from grandma camp, I'm going to have him put together a video. So sometime this week, that one should be up. We actually had clean out Mama's fridge yesterday for lunch, but with all the extra family reunion food, we're having clean out Mama's fridge for supper tonight too. Yeah. And we have dessert. There's banana bread and there's chocolate chip cookies and there's sugar-free cookies for Mama for dessert tonight. So that is what's for supper tonight. Where did you lose your children? Lori, we talked about that closer to the beginning there. They're actually at grandma camp. 3 of the children are staying with my parents. The grandma and papa is where they're at. And they'll be gone for several days. But then the other children will swap and they get time every summer spending with grandma and grandpa. It's just very quiet and very strange here with a much less busy house. It's a big difference. So let's see. David said he's never shot a gun and my aim probably isn't good. Well, as my daughter said, love your channel and watch every post and live. Thank you, Bev. I do appreciate that a whole bunch. Rita's telling Sam, Andrew, and Anna hi. Leanne, when she was little, she and her sisters spent 2 weeks with our grandma. We loved it. I spent time with my grandma too, and we would go and do cake decorating classes with my grandma it wasn't quite a week, but it was several days. We'd spend the night there, and she'd teach us to decorate cakes in the daytime. And then I would also have a time with my grandpa. Again, we have that lake, the family lake. And that's what's in the picture for this live stream is the kids standing in front of the family lake. And we would go up there. We would stay at the cabin on the property there. And he would take us fishing. And yeah, it was good fun. So I know I enjoyed it. And I want my children to have that experience too. So Hippieista says, my dear daughter-in-law's from Kentucky. I've never heard of soup beans before here. When she made them, I looked at her and said, we call this pinto beans. We call them pinto beans too. But let's see. Sarah's growing some dried beans this year. Let's see. Aaron says, my 2 kids are in Florida right now. My son's 14. He's been flying there for 5 years, but it was my 13-year-old daughter's first time. So the house is extra quiet. It's just strange. I don't know. Susan, do your older kids work outside the home for extra income? Nope. Sam's job is going to school. Because he got the scholarship, he got a 32 on the ACT. So in Missouri, that qualifies him for the Bright Flight Scholarship. He is actually getting paid to go to school because his scholarship money
will exceed
the cost of what it takes for him to go to college. So that's his job right now, I guess you could say. Brenda says, I love your channel. You two are awesome parents. I love that you are teaching your children how to protect themselves. Thank you, Brenda. I do appreciate that. Aaron says, the hollers in Kentucky, no joke. Okay, Jean says, you don't have to justify why your kids carry guns. You and Shawn are more than capable of deciding when they're old enough. Loving your channel. You're a beautiful family. Thank you, Jean. I love the vote of support.
Yeah.
Vote of confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny because it's because, we do get attacked some, on some comments. I mean, 99% of people that comment, it's really lovely.
Yeah.
But it is kind of funny how we have a channel about homesteading, living out like we do, and homeschooling. And then people will watch the channel and go, you're awful people for having those animals and buying and making all that food and carrying guns. And I'm thinking, why would you even be watching the channel if you're against people having animals and you're against people having guns and you're against people having land? It's kind of odd that you're watching our channel.
We might not be their thing.
Yeah, maybe this is not the channel for you.
Oh, Sharon says, I was raised hunting and fishing. My brother and nephew are professional taxidermists. That's cool. Let's see. Sue says, I had a young lady that worked for me, had to print stuff out for her because she could not read cursive. Oh, I'm hearing that's a thing that's more and more common nowadays.
Well,
I guess they're not.
I can tell you firsthand as a teacher. I've had, especially in the last probably 5 or 6 years, I have more and more of my students who cannot read, they can't write nor even read cursive. Yeah.
Okay. My granny made her own pan sausage. When she made a batch, the first patty she would fry up, put it on white bread, and Pawpaw and I were in heaven. No 5-star restaurant I've had is better eating. That's right. That homemade stuff. Oh, let's see. Thanks for looking it up, Sarah, Miss Tori said. Oh, but I changed it today.
Okay, I went and reloaded the page and it popped up. So like I typed it just as you changed it.
Oh my. Okay, so it must not have happened immediately. I only changed the ending from mamas to ladies. Oh, Christian content creating ladies. That's where we're at. So excited for your upcoming video, Brianna says. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You mean to pass it on?
Yeah,
Pass it on. Would you ever borrow or rent an RV to take the kids on a road trip to Yellowstone or places like that?
How big would that RV have to be?
We might have to do 2.
Yeah. I guess we'd probably have to get 2 of them, and one follow the other.
Our tribe of many has one.
Yeah, I think it's not. I think technically that's like a bus. I mean, like a.
Well, it's big.
Yeah.
But,
now, if you get into the motor coach bus size, yeah.
Well,
Do
basically,
you want to drive it? I don't want to drive it.
I don't want to drive it either. My 15-passenger van is plenty for me. So going much longer than that is intimidating. But the going someplace like Yellowstone, I mean, that would be awesome.
Cool.
It would be cool. No,
But,
we have an animal issue.
Yeah, when you have a homestead and you have all these animals, getting away for a day, you can make arrangements, but getting away for several days is problematic because everything still has to be managed here.
Yeah. So we did, before we had Daisy the cow and even the sheep and the goats, when we just had chickens and stuff, we had a neighbor that could come and check on those smaller, easy to care for animals. And we did take all the children to the beach one year. That was several years ago, though. That was before we had a little Rebekah. But the other 6 children have gotten to experience the beach. And yeah, I think Yellowstone would be awesome, but there would be a logistics question that details we'd have to take care of. So, okay. Brianna says that's awesome for Sam. I'm very proud of him. So he's a very smart kid. You are special. Your channel has given me some peace. My partner died suddenly and it has been tough. Desperately trying to put one foot in front of the other. Disabled farmer. Oh my. Let me see. I'm glad to do that. I'm glad we're here. And I don't know, that makes that's humbling. I don't know. It's a big
A lot of
deal.
people going through a lot of things,
Yeah.
and if something about our channel helps people in some way, that's awesome.
I love
that's
that.
Wonderful.
I love being used that way.
Yeah, and and when we created the channel, we thought about a lot of things, like whether it be if you want to have a homestead or if you homeschool. I mean, there was already things that we had thought about, but it's interesting how so many people have told us that our channel has helped them in other ways that we really didn't anticipate.
Yeah. It's been neat. Susan wants to know if the older children drive. They both have their permits, but they don't have the official license at this point. And I scrolled back down again. Let me go back up. Okay, there we are. Hello from Colorado. Hope y'all are having a blessed day. I enjoy your channel. Thank you, Alfonso. I'm glad you're here. Christina says, I can't wait for your next once a month grocery haul. Yep, because today's the 9th.
Well, so it's that time.
Tomorrow, his paycheck will show up. So I'm thinking Wednesday. I may do my once a month shopping haul on Wednesday. Then I can get my pantry restocked and hit the new sale ads. So that's what's penciled in this week. And then a video, of course, would come after that. So, okay, Roots and Arrows Homestead. I've always wished that someone would pay me to be a student, like it's a legit job. Isn't that great? Instead, I'm working my butt off, loving it, but slowly racking up debt. Yeah. Let's see. Hippies is talking about his father's dream there. I also enjoy watching Roots and Arrows. Yay, Jean. I live in Scotland. It's very interesting to see an American lady navigating living in Britain. Thanks for recommending it, Janice. Tori, look. Isn't that neat? Jean, thank you for checking her out. That makes me happy. What subject do you teach, Shawn? He's keeping tight-lipped about that right now.
People, because it involves my employer, I don't want to get too many details. All I had said is I teach a job skill.
I've thought about becoming a teacher after university, but I don't know if I could do it nowadays. I feel like a lot of kids have changed.
Well, in one thing, and I've been teaching long enough now that I'm saying the same thing, that when I first started teaching, there was these, people have been teaching 25, 30 years, and they'd say, I feel sorry for you new folks. These, they're just, the students aren't as good as they used to be. We all say that. So I say that now. In 30 years from now, people will be saying that. So things change, the students change. And so I think that the challenges are just different. So if you want to be a teacher, be a teacher. And don't worry that the students are too different now or whatever. They're always changing. Every generation is different. So if you feel like wanting to share information and show people how to do things is something you want to do, then go for it. Because we always can use teachers.
Common sense is so rare nowadays, Jules says. Angels Becca, glad to see you here. It's fun seeing your children grow. David is getting tall. He's about to hit that growth spurt. He just turned 12. I've seen Sam went through it and Andrew went through it. And now my youngest boy, it's about to happen. So, if I tell them to stay little and they do not listen to me. Oh, Rebekah woke up.
That was a short nap.
Did you have a good nap? Come here. Yes, you had a good nap. There's Rebekah on there. Say hi, Rebekah. Would you let your kids have a tattoo when they are 18?
Well, if they're old enough to get one legally, that's. Yeah, I don't even think it works that way, does it? Where the parents, I think it's just if you're an adult, you can have one. If you're not an adult, you can't. So if they're an adult, that's not my call.
Yeah. Let's see. Brianna G can take care of the animals for a week. We'll put you to work. What grade or subjects would you teach? Brittany is asking Brianna that, what she's interested in there. Oh, yeah. Tori saw Jean's comment. Thank you so much. It definitely took me a while. I didn't drive the entire first year. Yeah, I like that. Oh, and Hippie Easta, yep, is watching Tori's channel also. I agree, your channel is a way of life, even if you don't have a homestead. Yeah, it's just a different way of living. Even when we lived at our little house with that half acre, we were getting into this lifestyle, even if we didn't have chickens yet and all that. It was just a draw to a more simpler, closer to the land style of living. The land came after the desire for that type of living.
And it worked out to where we live. Yeah, and I know we're really lucky because where my job is, where we live, we're in the Ozark area already, so it worked out great. And I understand there are some people, because of where they live, maybe it's their job or family, they can't leave or something like that. It's just not possible. I mean, if somebody lives in downtown Manhattan, New York City, and I understand that they're not, if they're just that's where they're at, they're not going to be able to have a homestead. I mean, sometimes people are just in those situations. So I know that we're blessed because it's something we really wanted to do, and it just worked out where we were still able. I still able to have the same job and everything, and to be able to do this. It's just about where we live and our place in life. It worked out great.
Sharon believes most kids learn more at home than at school. And David says store-bought ice cream's like frozen Cool Whip now. Oh, Leanne. Janice, you make people feel special and welcome to your channel. I like that. Thank you, Leanne. I like hanging out with you guys. And Brianna says, that's okay. I understand being quiet about it. Yeah. He's super secret. David says Brianna will take care of our animals for homemade peach ice cream. It's bartering. Bartering is great, and that sounds like a great trade to me. Tori plans on teaching after she finishes her degrees. However, there are several hoops she has to jump through in order for her to teach there in the UK, with her being American. Yeah. Alfonso says school was very different in my days. I graduated high school in 2002 and graduated college in 2018. School has changed a lot. She's hanging onto my arm. Let's see. Angels Becca says, hi, Rebekah. They saw you wake up from your nap, baby. Interesting. Shawn teaches a job skill, but can't say what the skill is due to his employer. Okie dokie.
Well, because not every school has, if I was to tell you what I taught and the area I'm in, it would be, people could figure out where I work. And I would love to share that, but here's the deal. We get hateful people, very hateful people make comments, and I don't need them contacting my employer to somehow cause trouble because they hate our channel. So yeah, I'm not going to give clues that show what school I work for, because I don't need every day saying, hey, the crazies that get on your YouTube channel and say horrible things to you are calling the school and saying things. So you can thank the people who make hateful comments that I have to protect my job, my employer.
There are some very unhappy people out there, guys. So, let's see. First time in a live stream. Yay, I'm glad you're here. My kids and I have watched a lot of your episodes. We sent you a surprise to your UPS store. The kids were so excited. Thank you. Thank you. And there will be squeals, I guarantee it. Getting things in the mail is it's super exciting times around here. So thank you very much. Noel says, I watch this channel because I'm trying to learn and understand. Thank you. Let's see. I'm new to your channel, but I have absolutely fallen in love with your entire family. Thank you, Mary. That's awesome. Are your children named after family? Some are, yes. They all have Bible names. So their first names are all Bible names. Some of them have family middle names. Some of their first names are both Bible names and family names. So yeah, it's not a consistent across the board, but yes. Karen says, press that like button. Thank you, Karen. I always forget the thumbs up. Like us, please. I love Rebekah's name. That is the best spelling, in my opinion. We had to go back and forth. We always revert back to the Bible spelling. Didn't we find that even in the Bible it was spelled?
Yes.
Yeah, even
More
the
than one
Bible's
way,
not
though.
consistent on
It depends
spelling.
if you're seeing it in the Old Testament or in the New Testament. I think it's something about like the Hebrew and the Greek or something. It's spelled two different ways.
Yeah, but we went with the one with the K in it. That's what we did. So, okay, Christina says, I kind of feel like there is to the idea of you have a great blessing going and shining for Jesus, and then the enemy wants to come and try to disrupt. You're in my prayers for that. Thank you, Christina. I was not anticipating some of the comments are just, it's awful. There's a difference.
It's even creepy.
Yeah, there's a difference between people that live a different lifestyle this is what we're doing is a foreign concept and they're confused and ask questions. I'm not talking about those. There's a difference.
We welcome
Yeah.
people that are like, I don't understand something.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We love to explain something that's not understood. But creepy, hateful stuff. And I mean, just to be blunt, it's kind of ironic of people will, attack and, all this, stuff about, why do you carry guns? You're so horrible and everything. And I'm almost like, you're almost kind of demonstrating in a sense why I wouldn't, yeah, because there's creepy people. Yeah. So yeah,
Tori says, don't share any more than you're comfortable with, especially when it's your family income. Yeah. So we can't lose that. Rita says you're very wise about your job. God bless you. Let's see. 75 Libya. My kids are Western, Marin, and Barrett, and I am Libby. So happy you're part of our family. Oh, thank you. I'm a city girl, but I incorporate the basic cooking. I mill my wheat, make my own bread. I wish I could get over my fear of canning. What you doing, baby?
Well, the fear can't. You can relate to that.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. I can absolutely relate to that. We did water bath canning. I was okay with water bath canning. I bought my pressure canner probably, at least 10 years ago. And I never used it because I was terrified it was going to explode and we were all going to die. But Sarah and I, last year was the first time we canned green beans. Is that it? Just green beans?
So.
Just green beans. So I intend to can meat. We haven't done it yet. It is intimidating, especially if you're not raised with that being a common thing.
And I think they're looking forward to a summer kitchen to be able to do that, not here in the house, but where you have a lot more room and building it with this in mind. Things like canning in mind.
Well, because I don't know about you guys. Whenever we can, the kitchen is an absolutely disaster. And it would be so nice to be able to be out in the summer kitchen, canning all the things. And when it's time for me to make lunch or supper or whatever, leave that, come back here in the house to my functional indoor kitchen, put some food together, eat, and then go back out to the mess and pick up where we left off. I just think that would be really neat. Because with this many people in the house and the quantity of food it takes, to can, but then also to just feed meals.
Yeah, because life's going on. Like, when you get 9 people in the house, the kitchen's a busy place already.
Yeah.
You add in something like, hey, you're going to can today.
Yeah. It'll be nice to have. Let's see. Danella says, happy Sunday. Glad you're here. Oh, and I love the name. I think I'm talking about Rebekah, I believe. Oh, thank you for the super chat, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for blessing our family. It is a blessing. Let's see. Hello from Russia. Wow. That's wild. Let me see. Let me go back up here.
Yeah, hold on. Where is it?
There we go. Let's see. And Bev, thank you for the wonderful chat. It was a bright spot in my afternoon. Stay safe and healthy, my new friend. Thank you for being here, Bev. I appreciate it. I am new. Just found your channel a day or two ago and love you all. I live around Farmington, Missouri. Oh, that's awesome. I've been to Poplar Bluff many times. Beautiful. Hi, Sarah. God bless you all, Natalie. I'm glad you're here, Natalie.
I like the Farmington area. I actually go to some training up in that area every year, and I always just talk about. I just really love the Farmington area.
It's really pretty up there. Vicky, you have the most loving children. Do they ever argue? Becky.
Well, sure.
Vicky. The short answer is yes. They do argue. So I just don't put that on camera. Yeah. Everyone who has a YouTube channel gets hateful comments. Block them is my opinion. We have blocked quite a few. So.
Oh, yeah. We've had to block out some people.
But again, that is not the norm.
Oh, yeah.
99% is all good and beautiful. Love it.
Wonderful.
It's just the yucky ones. So there are people in this world that are haters, and no matter where you live, they're out there. Hater aid on sale at every corner. Yeah, just some unhappy people. Guys, I love your cooking videos. Please do more, please. We've got them in the lineup. My thinking was we're just going to record the stuff we're doing here anyway, and then we'll just slap it up on YouTube. Easy peasy, right, guys? And it's not. Whenever you're cooking stuff, baking bread, making supper, if you're explaining how to do it and filming it, it takes twice as long. So it's just
three times.
Three times as long, Sarah says. And then sometimes you record it, and then the camera locks up, and everything you just recorded is gone. So you're like, oh. How do we redo this? It does get frustrating, but yeah. So just think, we didn't think about this whenever we started the YouTube channel, but I like cooking with Sarah. So we like doing the food stuff. It's in the lineup. So more will be coming there. Are you planning for your retirement, or does having a big family make that impossible?
Well, and I'll just share, I could retire in 5 years at my job, but the way my retirement works is probably like most people's retirement. Even once I hit retirement age, if I keep working, then my retirement would be bigger. It would make my retirement bigger. So it only makes sense, especially while we still have children at home. As long as I can work, keep working, it keeps sweetening up that retirement. So I'm looking forward to hitting that 5 years from now, where I know I could walk away if I needed to or whatever. But yeah, but if I just keep working, and it builds it up where I would just draw a larger percentage. And most people can relate to that because it's common in the retirement system. So, but yeah, because of the large family, I would like to try to work to try to bring more income in, because we've still got kids that are small.
And YouTube is helping. We are making money on YouTube now, you guys, and it's been a big blessing. So it helps a lot. It helps with the summer kitchen. And then we plan to pay off the property when the summer kitchen is done. And whether that's $100 extra a month or $1,000 extra a month, either way, it's a help. Yeah. So Alexa says, been enjoying your channel the last week or so. I watch your grocery videos as I'm still trying to get my budget in order. It's a process, and you'll get there. Just figure out what you have the money to spend, what you're going to spend it on. Let's see, regarding your meat bird video, you stated that they have feathers missing most of the time. This may be a silly question, but why is that? I don't know. They have the bald spots, the Cornish cross. Mm-hmm. So they're talking about the Cornish cross having the bald spots on them.
That is a breed for butchering. It's not like the laying hens and things, so I don't know if there's something about the breed or.
I don't know. They're strange birds. So let me see. I went back down again. So I'm back. Yeah. Okay, I'm back in my spot now. Okay. Hippieista says, I'm afraid of the food being spoiled and dying.
You're talking about canning.
Oh, okay. For the canning stuff.
Yeah, if you do it wrong, then you give yourself, I think it's botulism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron is on here making food for hubby and his buddy, but I'm still watching for trolls. There were issues last week, and you just about got hired on as our moderator there, Aaron. I appreciate it.
I'm very grateful
Yeah.
for the help.
Sarah's doing her best job over here too. She's trying. David commented that 60 years goes by so fast. Angela says, first time I caught a live chat. For those who have a fear of pressure canner, get an electric pressure canner. They're so simple to use. Those are great options now. I don't have one, but yeah, I've heard others at our last local ladies homestead meeting. One of the ladies was talking about having an electric pressure canner and how she loved it. So, hi, Gathering Place. I'm glad you're here with us. Jewel says, excellent plan, Janice. I loved and miss canning. A summer kitchen would have been awesome. Oh, Kimberly's here too. Hi, Kimberly. I pray a hedge of protection for you and your family home place. I do appreciate that, Kimberly. Thank you very much. Alfonso wants to know if any of us play musical instruments. He plays piano, harmonica, banjo, guitar, and mandolin. That's awesome. Okay, we're not that gifted, but yes, we do play piano. I play piano, and
I love piano. I would like to learn guitar as well, but it's taking time to do that. I love music, if you haven't picked up on that.
She loves music. She sings through the house all day long, and as soon as she gets a chance, she'll play piano. And Andrew is more into guitar. Yeah, he's into guitar. So let's see. Greetings from Ohio. Ohio, we love us in Ohio.
All those Ohio's here.
Let's see. Aaron says, made chocolate chip cookies last night, and with kids being gone, woke up and still had them. Well, what are you going to do, Aaron? You're going to have to eat them. Not a bad problem to have. New here from Ghana. Wow. It's wild, guys. I'm actually in Deloge.
Yep, I know where that. Yeah, I know that whole area is beautiful up there. All the old mines and
about 15
Elephant
minutes.
Rock and all that. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, it's not too close to Elephant Rock.
No, it's that whole area. That whole area. That's what I mean. That whole part of the state up there, Park Hills and all. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Linda says moderators can help with the haters. Yep. Morning from New Zealand. It's morning in New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
Is that, I'm reading that right,
I want to say they're like 12 hours behind us or something.
Or
ahead. I think they're ahead.
Yeah.
12 hours or so.
They're a long way.
It's a long.
That's pretty good hop.
Gathering Place says, I enjoy your cooking and grocery haul videos. Thank you. Of course, all children argue, is what Hippieista says. It is the Adamic nature of all humans. Yep. Yeah, we do. Let's see. And it jumped on me again. I'm back here. I'm back in the spot. Mary says, I love to can. I can anything from carrot to deer meat. I also can a lot of vegetable soup, chili. Love to can green tomatoes. I've not heard of canning green tomatoes. Sauce. I even can meats and glass. I'd be water glassing eggs for long-term storage. That's awesome, Mary. Tori from Roots and Arrows Homestead loves our cooking videos. I'd love to know if you have a peach cobbler recipe. Okay, the peach cobbler recipe that I've always used is the one, I believe it's from my great-grandma. Both of my grandparents have passed. My grandma on my dad's side, before she had passed, had made up a family cookbook with handwritten recipes in there, and she had passed them out to her grandchildren. And one of the recipes in there, it's an easy, it may even be called Lazy Day Cobbler or something like that. And it was one that I'm thinking it was my great grandmother's recipe. So my grandma's mom. And that's the one I use. I haven't made it in a very long time, but that would be good with homemade ice cream, Sarah. Of course, we wouldn't eat it, but they would like it.
I could have the ice cream.
Sarah could do the ice cream. Yep. Stacy says, hey, I'm so happy. Yay, Stacy. I managed to catch her live all the way from the Scottish Highlands.
It's a beautiful place up
Isn't,
there.
it's just wild, Sarah. There's someone from Scotland watching us. I'm waving real big to you. Hi, Janice and hubby. I enjoy your channel. Hugs from New Jersey. Hi, Natalie. We have a sweet lady in our local group here that has moved here from New Jersey. So we've got ladies from other states that are really coming into this area of the Ozarks. Brianna wants to know if we have any Easter egg chickens for egg laying.
Here's an egg. And then, what's that?
That's from our Easter eggers
There
right
you go.
there. So you were reading ahead on the comments. Okay. I was like, how do you have an egg? You have an egg in your pocket. What are you doing? So yes, we have Easter eggers. We had gotten some last year.
Yes.
Okay. And then one of the lady from New Jersey that I just talked about, she had Easter eggers, and we did some bartering earlier this spring, and we gave her duck eggs. I think we gave her duck eggs, and she gave us fertilized Easter egger eggs. And so we hatched out some more Easter eggers in our incubator this year too. So her favorite ones, she says, are the ones that are an olive green color. Yep, they're pretty. We get a lot of the little pale blue ones. That's a lot of what we get. Brittany says, I also have to eat dairy-free since my ears hurt, and it acted like it was having an ear infection with both ears full of earwax in 2018 after eating some Tostino rolls with cheese in them. Well, at least you know what triggered it, I guess. Yikes. You can go in the Instant Pot. I've heard some people saying that, and then I've heard others say, no, don't do that. So I don't know. We've never done that. Erin says, I got you, Sarah. She's got your back over there on the moderator stuff.
I'm very, very grateful.
Not many people know where Deloge is, so I say Farmington. Yep, I get it. Has your hubby been the father every kid dreams of and taken the kids hunting and fishing and stuff like that? Hunting, absolutely.
Big hunting, fishing, and we have pond. We have a pond that's stocked that kids can fish at, and friends of ours have ponds, so they do fishing, and hunting is pretty big here on our property. So
he takes care of taking them out there hunting and training
we go
them and
out
all
there,
that kind of stuff.
How to hunt.
You're not as big of a fisherman.
I'm not. They don't want to learn fishing from me. Matter of fact, the kids can fish better than I can. The kids can teach me to fish.
I probably have more experience fishing.
Oh yeah,
I had grandpa camp.
Yeah, I'm not a big fisherman.
Yeah.
So the kids go out there and they catch a fish, and I can't take credit for how good they fish.
I can put a worm or a cricket on a hook. So, let's see. It's Monday here. Have a pleasant Sunday. Okay, this world is just wild with the time differences there. It's 10:18 p.m. here in Scotland. Wow, guys. Good afternoon, y'all. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. We are. I love your family. I've been telling others to watch. More Basic says thank you. It truly does help. So let's see. How many eggs do you collect a day?
That varies.
It does vary. I actually keep a record in my planner here, and I will go through and mark what we're getting every day.
Yeah.
And
times of the year, the heat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors going.
It makes a big difference. Like for instance, in April, we were getting 33 eggs a day, 34 eggs a day, 32 eggs a day. In April, we're getting around 10 eggs a day.
Yep.
Now.
Because we've been going through a drought, a lot of heat, and that's rough on. They just don't lay as much in the heat and when it's dry.
Yeah. Hot and dry, and they did this last summer too, so it does change. That's why I water glass the eggs in the springtime, and I have a video on that. It's one of the earliest videos that we did. When I'm getting those 30 something eggs coming in every day, we don't eat that many a day, so I water glass them and preserve them, and they're there for us in the wintertime when we're getting maybe 2, maybe 0 eggs a day. So let's see. Morning, guys. It's 7:15 a.m. on Monday morning.
Wow.
Does that just blow your mind?
Wow.
I'm so glad you're here, Teresa. She's in Australia. I finally made it to a live stream. You're so sensible about protecting your family. There's unhappy people in the world. Enjoy your Sunday. Yep, we are finding that, Teresa.
Yes, see, we need to keep close contact with people in Australia and New Zealand. So, we can always, like in the morning, we could call them and say, so what's the day going to be like?
Give us a heads up.
They give us a heads up on today. Any surprises? Since you've already been through this day. So
is Monday going to be good or not? Oh, hey, Donna. Donna is here from Jamaica. Good to see you here, lady. Let's see. Tori from Roots and Arrows Homestead wants to know, will you share the PC recipe?
Peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler. I see. I'm not getting the translation here. Yeah, I guess it would be good. The kids would love for me to make it. I think it even uses like store canned peaches and everything. And I've got those on my pantry stockpile out there. So yeah, I could do that. I'll put it in there. Thanks for the idea, Tori. Gathering Place says it's very relaxing and pleasant listening to your cheerful voice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being sweet. I do appreciate it. And then I skipped a little bit here. Let me go back. There we are. Trish is the main dish 2023. Good. Now that is a channel name. Wow. You go. Hello from Oklahoma City. Love to watch. I grew up on a dairy and we never went to the grocery store except for soaps.
Wow. See, here we talk about we go to the city sometimes. Back when I lived in Oklahoma, if somebody said we're going to the city, it meant Oklahoma. It meant Oklahoma. It was Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Natalie says we have a lot of cranberry bogs, blueberry and tomatoes. Yeah. See, we don't have any of that stuff down here. There's some things down here further south. Like I don't know anybody really that has rhubarb growing here. That's a more northern thing too. The cranberry bogs. That's a foreign concept to us. Candy said she couldn't stay away, so she came back. Oh, we're addictive, Candy. Yay. Hello from East Tennessee. Love your channel. Thank you, Rachel. Let's see. I meant blueberries, Natalie said.
Oh, we have blueberries
here.
We grow blueberries.
But not the cranberry bog. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Stacy, thank you. I just see the super chat. Right, Sarah? Yes. Super chat. I just see the super chat up there. I appreciate it. The whole family appreciates it. Let's see. Alfonso said, is your farm would be a safe place to work for someone who is blind or visually impaired?
Oh. You wouldn't want to walk around here.
Yeah. Because he's considered legally blind, is what he says.
And that's something, if something like that happened to one of us, the homestead with the complexity of all the different things that are out there, it would be quite the obstacle course, and it would be pretty dangerous if you couldn't see. And likewise, even if you had a significant physical disability, it would be very, very challenging, because this is kind of rugged area. It would be hard to get around out here on this property.
We'd have to use a buddy system, is what we would have to do to make sure, everybody would be safe. So, Karen wants to know if Sarah grows any berries. Do you have berries out there?
Well, I have volunteer blackberries right now.
Lots of them.
They've gone nuts, and it is amazing. There's blackberry cobbler coming up in the not so soon. No, not so distant future. Yeah. I'm tired.
We got home late.
We grow blueberries and strawberries, but the birds like our blueberries, and our strawberries are kind of so.
Our strawberries are new this year. Yeah. We just put new starts in this year. So, yeah. And we have grapes, but we really don't get much grapes either. I think we have 4 vines.
I want to say a little more.
Okay. And really only one of them is producing this year. So, yeah. Let's see. Did I go here? David wants to know if we get snow.
Well, in the Ozarks, being kind of in the center of the United States, we are sort of like the snow line in the United States, you could kind of say. So from the Ozarks, everything north Up here, it snows in the winter. South of here, it doesn't snow very much, and we're on the southern side. So we're on the on the southern side of Missouri. So we get, we'll get a couple of little snows, maybe a couple of times a year, but for the most part, snow is typically not an issue here.
Well, but if it does
snow, yeah, it's bad because no one knows what to do.
Yeah.
They don't have the ability to clear the roads and things because it's not practical for the for the highway departments and stuff to have massive snow removal.
Shut down and everything.
It doesn't happen often. So yeah, snow is it's extremely disruptive if it occurs, but we don't get much snow.
Yeah. So, but we will get ice though too.
Yeah, we get ice.
On that
We do
line,
get
and
ice.
the ice is worse than the snow.
Yeah. Ice is a lot more of a problem than snow here.
See, Siley says, hello, you guys are sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. K&E Smith says, your videos give me so much peace. Seriously. Having a hard day, I watched your cooking videos and it helped me. Thank you. I like that. That makes me smile. So I like that we're having that effect on people. So let me see. And it jumped on me again. I'm going back to where there I am. Mary says canning green tomatoes is very simple. Slicing tomatoes 1/2 inch thicker, layer them in a wide mouth quart jar, cover with water, add a tablespoon of canning salt and lid and band, pressure cook for 20 minutes. And you have sliced green tomatoes canned. Never heard of it before, but that's awesome. And I guess if you did fried green tomatoes, can you then take them out, I guess, and batter and fry them if you do fried green tomatoes? Stacy has a daughter whose name's Sarah, and she is 11. That's awesome. I want to try strawberries here in Maine. I'm sure they would do well, Mary. You just have to get them started, and then you can get those little runners and grow your berry patch. Candy says, I agree. I love them, and I don't care who knows it. Candy is one of our most faithful supporters, and I appreciate her a whole bunch. Hello, everyone. And then Angela says, I'm in Middle Tennessee. We have wild blackberries. I've collected 5-gallon-sized bags of them. Okay, we're not getting that much. We're getting a bunch, but not that much. So, yeah, that's awesome. Alfonso, I work for ARC thrift stores, which they hire over 400 kids with disabilities. We have a buddy system in place for the kids with disability, working to keep us all safe. Yeah, that's what we would have to do too. So let's see. Aaron says, just an idea, Cash App is better than Super Chats because YouTube takes like 30% of Super Chats, but Cash App and PayPal do not. Okay, yeah, I know YouTube takes some of that. I'm not familiar with Cash App.
I don't know how that works.
I'm not sure either. We're so new to this, Aaron. We don't know what we're doing. So, let's see. Am I getting down to the bottom of the chat here? I think I'm getting down close to it. Let's see. Greetings to all. Hello from India. You can do a blackberry barbecue sauce too. Huh. See, I've never heard of that. I appreciate it. Okay. Noel says Australorp, which we have. Mm-hmm. Orpington, and we have that one. Yeah. Okay, Chanticleer. We don't
hadn't had that one.
Yeah, to name just a few are great hens to have. They are great winter laying chickens. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with the last one, but what we have the Easter eggers. We talked about that. But our original, when we set up the homestead, and I did all my research and found the ones that I wanted, it was Australorps, Orpingtons, and Rhode Island Reds. Those are the 3 breeds that we started with, and then, we had chicks hatch through the years. So now we just have a medley of birds of those breeds. So, Karen says, rhubarb paired with strawberries are awesome. When I was a kid, we would pick it and eat it straight from the garden. Very sour. I'm not familiar with rhubarb at all because I don't know anyone that even has it local, and we never ate it growing up as a kid. Did you guys do rhubarb?
No.
No.
It wasn't a crop I was familiar with.
Oh, Hippie Easter says, Sarah, I'm going to try and can something. Please pray. Please keep Hippieista in your prayers. You're going to do great. You're going to do great. It's just intimidating. We started off with water bath canning and then eventually went to pressure canning. So just follow the directions on there. It'll be good. So, Karen says blackberries are my favorite and can't wait for that video. And then do you guys get cabbage? Yes and no. Those cabbage worms.
They're not pretty cabbages.
They're not pretty. Yeah, she will bring them in. We will clean them up. There will be holes in the outer leaves and stuff. So we will usually get a little bit, but I probably need to make another batch of sauerkraut.
Yeah.
So, and I like to get both the red cabbage and green cabbage for fermented sauerkraut. So we'll need to do that. So we probably, we're over 2.5 hours. I could talk all day, you
Just talking
guys.
about that app,
The Cash App thing.
Yeah, we just don't know. We just don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
We just have to look at it.
So we could put that up during chat and you get it instantly.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know anything about that, Aaron. We will, I guess, have to Google it and see how to mesh that with YouTube. So, all right. Just wanted to say and let you know that Jesse from New Hampshire is here again. Yay, Jesse. I'm glad you're here. Okay, guys, thanks for coming to hang out with us today. This was good for us. We were tired and we're shorthanded with our help being gone there, but they're having fun at Grandma Camp. We're hoping for next Sunday. It's penciled in. So if you're available 2:00 Central next Sunday, come on back and see us then. So have a good week, guys. We'll see you around on the YouTube channel. So bye. Bye. Rebekah, come say. Come here and tell them bye. Come here, baby. You're not going to come see Mama? Nope, she's done. She said bye. Oh, and now there she is. Girl. Okay, say bye. There you go. That's a sweet baby.